What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the PS Vita, where we will be doing some 94 Sham hunting on the PS Vita version of Borderlands 2. Now just give me 1 second. What does this camera do? Oh, that's just that. Okay, the TikTok people are gonna start hearing and seeing the music again just for a brief second. The YouTube people are just gonna be seeing the music for a second, so give me 1 second. You're going to be hearing both, I guess, on the on the YouTube. You're going to be hearing me, Mr. Nick. Appreciate you. I don't know if you heard that. Actually, you know what? I'll do that later. Mr. Nick, I appreciate the donation, my friend. I don't know if you heard that from my friend banner has seemingly reset itself, so I wanted to change it, but I didn't. I don't want to go through all the trouble. Let's get our run counter on screen here. Let's get rid of that window. Alright. We are good to go. Appreciate the more donations, Mr. Nick. Appreciate you, my friend. We haven't even done a run yet. Putting on the pressure. Alright. I figured once more people get in here, instead of me just showing off the Borderlands 2 case for things to show off, I brought over my whole physical Borderlands collection of games that I can go through and show you guys, because there's a couple cool ones in here that I don't think many people have seen. I still need to track down the physical version of Borderlands 1 on PC, and I'm pretty sure I've seen evidence of it, but I have never actually seen one online for sale or anything. There is a Borderlands 1 Game of the Year edition, not the enhanced edition, but Game of the Year edition on the Mac, physically. That one, I feel, will be very hard to get, because it's not available for download, so I think it only exists physically. But, you know what, that's a journey for another time. But I still got a couple cool versions of stuff. Mr. Louis Borderlands. Indeed, my friend. We gotta get these sham runs in while we can. Time is not infinite, unfortunately. Teachers College is right around the corner. But, you know what, we still have some time right now, so we may as well use it for sham farming. I'll put that on my resume. Spends extra time sham farming. Gotta check to see if anybody's online. Nope. You know, I think maybe the day that we do find somebody online just from that match browser in our current state will be the day that we finally get the sham. It's my favorite. I agree with you. It's also one of my favorites. Turn this up here. There we go. Last sham stream, we had pretty decent RNG, I want to say. We had 9 total drops, which is the most we've ever had in a single stream. Is this cross-platform? Because I can hop online. Borderlands 2 was unfortunately not cross-platform play on any version it released. The only cross-platform I think it ever got was between the Mac App Store version and the Mac Steam version. I think those are the only versions that received quote-unquote crossplay, so they could play with each other. But, I mean, other than that, I don't think so. I'm on Xbox. Just say it again. Bless you. You meant to say Xbox? I'm assuming you meant to say Xbox. Yes, Borderlands 3 and Borderlands 4 are the only games that support crossplay out of the box. I don't know if there exists a crossplay mod for Borderlands 2. I don't know. I've been seeing people port pre-sequel characters into the game. I'd like to think that, well, I don't know. I'd like to think that maybe a crossplay mod can exist, but maybe it can't, because, you know, you're dealing with shift and all that stuff by that point, so maybe not. But, you never know. Maybe one day it'll come. I don't think it'll support the Vita, but, you know. Other Mr. Nick, you didn't get a 94 Sham yet. Isn't that rare? Yeah, it is one of the more rare items in Borderlands 2, some may say. Not as rare as the Nemesis Invader in Borderlands 1, which I learned the version that everybody wants of that is a 1 in 506 million% chance. So, needless to say, I may or may not do that one in the future on the PS3. But the Sham is a 0.0027% chance, I think, for the 94. Because we have, like, you know, many Shams. I got them all on Xbox. If you'd ever want to. Well, I mean, you say that. I have my collection. There are a couple Xbox versions for the 360 in there. Unfortunately, I've never had Xbox Live. I don't know if Xbox Live still works on the 360 for multiplayer purposes. But that, like, I haven't really touched the games on Xbox. PlayStation's usually where I play my Borderlands. 1,663 runs, damn, how long did it take you to do that much? Well, I'm pretty sure this is run 40, or like stream 40 or stream 41. Each stream averages between 2.5 to 3 hours, I would say. A couple of them went before. We started this a year ago, I think. Obviously, you know, not streaming it every day. For Sham, I'll send 20,000. Wait, Mr. Nick, didn't you promise 6K last time? And you said if I got a drop, I did get a drop. I got a was it a Varuk? It was either a Varuk or a Shred-a-Fire, but we did get a drop. I have it on the YouTube short and the TikTok video. If it's over 80% absorb chance. What if I drop one that I currently have that's over 80%? Does that count? I said it long ago. Well, I'm not leaving because I'm not at work this time, but I got you for real this time, alright? Alright, my friend. Said it long ago, but I've played every Borderlands game on every single console and system. Have you played the NVIDIA Shield version of Borderlands 2? Because to my understanding, that's technically its own version. I don't know if it runs somewhat on somewhat on Android, but it had its own online servers, and they have now ceased to function. But like, it's ever been released on Steam Deck. Kind of cheating, gang. I mean, I'm just asking. You know, I don't know the rules here, but you know, I'm just testing the waters. Okay. I like these quick kills. Well, that one didn't really go as quick as it usually does. I missed slightly. But, yes. The NVIDIA Shield had its own version, which I've never played. The Ouya didn't get one. There's no way the Ouya got a port of Borderlands 2. Like, because there used to be a lot of, like the NVIDIA Shield, there used to be a lot of, you know, micro consoles back in the day, and a lot of them ran Android. And I want to say the NVIDIA Shield kind of ran something similar to Android. And if it got Borderlands 2, then, you know, maybe other versions got Borderlands 2. Or maybe it's playable on Android. I don't know. Well, last time we started off with a Sham, which was glorious because we had gone a long time without a Sham. I'm calling a 77. Mr. Donut Lord, I swear to God, if we get a 77. The 6th 77th Sham. The almighty meme Sham. I will cry. Swoop. Nothing. Let's keep on rolling. I can have the windows open today this time. Ooh, that plane has like a big light on it. That's actually very low. What the hell? That might be a helicopter. I think that's a helicopter. It's got a light on it. It's got a searchlight. Alright, well, in any case, I'll start going through my pile here slowly of Borderlands games that I have collected on physical edition. We have Borderlands 4 right on the top, the Super Deluxe Edition, because I thought it was going to come with a steelbook. It did not. AC 130 above. But it still looks pretty cool. My only gripe with it is that, like, with Borderlands 3, I mean, again, it came with the steelbook, right? So, I guess I don't know. But with Borderlands 4, I thought I was going to get, like, the regular box art underneath it, but it's still, like, the Super Deluxe version on the actual box art. So, I don't know. But it's still pretty cool. I like the gold and white. And it is embossed on the front, so it's got those textures going. I'm calling it for the Sham gods to somehow drop a 1% Sham. No, you got the negative % Sham. When you get shot, you lose ammo from your backpack. I'm honestly kind of shocked that that wasn't a shield that they made, just considering some of the other wacky random shields that exist. What's the one? Isn't there one that brings you down to, like, or no, there's one that has, like, no shield, right? Like, it's a no shield. Is that the Rough Rider? But it gives you, like, insane melee damage. I know there's one in Borderlands 3 that brings your character down to 1 HP, but the shield's pretty tanky. I don't know. But Borderlands 4 box art is cool. Anybody participating in that PlayStation blackout thing I keep seeing on Twitter? Does playing on a Vita count? Devs hot code a 1% Sham with a 100% drop rate only on Milan's Vita. They're gonna patch that in. A hot what's that update called? We got him. My grandma got me a PS Vita that came with Borderlands 2 and I loved it, but she passed. She passed, but this game on the Vita I'm sorry to hear about your grandma, my friend. But I assume you probably got the Slim Vita then, because I'm pretty sure that was the bundle in 2014 that came with Borderlands 2. Out of the way! You're in Sham dropping territory. I can't wait to actually get hit in the face with those when we're farming this in VR. Only because my router died, lol. Excuse me? Are you sure you're in the right stream? What in the hell are you playing on for 20 FPS? We're playing on the PS Vita. The PS Vita is unique. It's a unique version of Borderlands 2. Someone on TikTok was commenting on my latest video, the Sham highlight one, and he was wondering, like, what's like the resolution and stuff of this game so he can emulate it on PC. Like, he wants to create this kind of experience for himself on the PC. Yeah, so why the Vita version versus any other platform? Because there's not enough footage at the Vita version online. You know what? People play the PC version all the time. They play the PS4, the handsome collection version all the time. Even the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions, you know, you might see a retro stream or a retro playthrough online. But not the Vita. The Vita never gets any love for this version. Is it deserved? Possibly, but we're still doing it. I like the Vita more for it makes Zero feel complete. Why does it make Zero feel complete? Used to play it on my Switch all the time. I do have the Switch versions too. That's not what I have in my collection. I didn't bring the collection. Well, the next one in the collection is Borderlands 1 on the PS3. This is the Greatest Hits edition, which I think kind of works because it's like the full red. Because, like, this is red anyway, but then, like, having the red case just kind of makes it feel good. Like, when you open that up, it's like, it's red. You know, and it was, like, the early versions of the Greatest Hits cases where, like, you could kill somebody with this plastic. So, that's cool also. Borderlands 1, the required hard drive space compared to Borderlands 4. Minimum 100 gigs on Borderlands 4, and then or Borderlands 1 I think was like 3.5 gigs without the DLC. I like the Vita over PC and console. The touchscreen on the back brought some cool immersion to the slashing. Oh, I never really thought about that. I think a lot of people would argue against you there, because a lot of people hated the back touchpad for this game. Because they would always complain that they would do it, like, miss input, because the original Vita didn't have a huge hand rest area on the back, so like your finger would touch the back touchpad quite often. But it's not really a huge problem on the Vita Slim. But you know what, it's kind of, after playing it for a while, it's pretty natural feeling, like, just flick your finger to sprint, because the joysticks don't push in, and, I don't know. Once you get up to higher levels in Borderlands 2, you don't really, like, unless you're doing a melee zero build, you're probably not doing a whole lot of meleeing anyway. So, what? Oh, he's underneath, probably. Boom. Vita is the best potato console of its era as long as you're on an acid. Yo, Milan, is that red? Possibly. Uncool, no mustache guy. It'll grow back, man. Alright, my facial takes a while to grow. I apologize, I shaved the mustache to tend to my, sensitive skin. I'll never do it again. Did we get a world drop? No world drop. We got a pearl last time, too. Got the rocket launcher pearl. Like, we got 2 Shams, 2 85s, a Varuk, a Shredifier, 2 customizations, 2 bunker SMGs, and a pearl. Like, that was a pretty good stream. Appreciate the follow, Mr. Brady. Vita Slim's definitely better. I was kind of melee sniper build. I like the Vita Slim for the fact that, yes, it's slimmer. It has slightly better battery life. And the speakers, in my opinion, are better on the Slim, but I do love that OLED screen. Like, it's so nice. I like the design, or like the look of the OLED Vita too, because it looks very much like that iPhone 4S back in the day. Appreciate the donation again, Mr. Nick, and I appreciate the follow as well. Yes, that one. That was the one we found. How could you unmustache, man? You out pizza the Hut. I want a Slim with an OLED. I wonder if somebody could do that as a mod. Because, like, I know the motherboard's slightly different on a Vita Slim, but what's technically stopping you from doing that? Are the connectors different, probably? I would assume on the Vita Slim motherboard, it probably, for the display connector, it's only wired to, output certain levels of power. Like, I would think the LCD probably does not command as much power as the OLED does. I think there are some. Nothing besides power. Okay. Interesting. That could be cool. I forgot to go through my collection. My collection of Borderlands games. Give me a quick kill. I want to use the Sandhawk more. I see the chats. Give me a second. There we go. And I think the screens are made for it, so there are not many for the PS Vita. I assume, like the DS now. Oh, you talking like a counterfeit screen kind of thing? Because I know for DSs and, like, especially Game Boys, like Game Boy Advances, you can buy, like, modern LCDs for them, so, like, there's actual brightness and backlighting to them. But I don't know if that's the case for the Vita. Like, I don't know if anybody's making third-party screens for them, or if it's just, like, a screen that they got from a working model. I think that's most of the case for Vita parts. It's like there's no counterfeit Vita motherboards. There can be like a third-party shell. Where are you? There can be a third-party shell, but not a... Yo, Mr. Donut Lord, can you drop a chat into YouTube, please? I just want to make sure that that's working. OBS updated before I started, and I'm always leery of how things function. If you're still there, I don't know if he's still there. Third party make IPSs for the DS you can buy. Okay. Yeah, like it has its own proprietary connection. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm glad I know something. I know, my first Game Boy Advanced, it was an SP, but like I was a kid, right? So I didn't know that there was a model that had a backlight built in. And I just got the black clamshell looking one. And it did not have a backlight, and I was sad. The R button didn't really work very well, so I couldn't play Lego Star Wars 2 very easily, because to build in that game you need to press R, so it kinda sucked. I could play Mario Super Circuit though, but I just couldn't drift. Vita is the best emulator, I feel. The Vita can do a lot in terms of emulation. I mean, within, its year of release kind of thing. Like, you can't emulate, a 3DS, obviously, at least not yet. Can't emulate a 3DS, you can't emulate a Switch, absolutely not. No, like, home consoles after the PS2. But I mean, if you're somebody who likes older games, like, I think RetroArch is on the Vita. Like, you can download that if you have a modded one. And you can play NES, Super Nintendo, some N64 games, some Dreamcast games, all PSP games, PS1, some PS2 games. And, like, the homebrew side of things are, kind of warming up, I guess, as you might say. I know you can, like, some of the old Mac games, like original Mac games, you can play, like Nanosaur 1 and Bugdum. Bugdum runs a little Bugdumish, but, it works, and it's just nice to hear it again. I really wish they could get Demos Rising, if anybody's ever played Demos Rising on the... Do you see the YouTube chats? No, I don't see them. Oh, for God's sake. Have people been chatting in YouTube, and I've just been ignoring them, because I can't see them on here? Oh, I feel so bad. How am I going to do this? Because I don't want to have Safari open at the same time. Maybe I can open it on my... for real on the Vita, for real. Okay, hold on. I'm going to need to open YouTube on my 2015 MacBook Pro that I'm using for TikTok chats. Hopefully it doesn't murder the battery on there, because I've only ever used it for one thing at a time when streaming, and the battery on it is shot. It's old, okay? It's 11 years old, and I used it a lot. I like it because it's small, unlike the Steam Deck. Yes, we've talked many a times on the channel of having a portable console that's also pocketable. They've kind of abandoned that mindset a little bit. Like, yeah, the Steam Deck and the Legion Go and the ROG Ally, they're portable, but they're not pocketable, right? Okay, I gotta load up the YouTube chat here. I've been neglecting people, I feel bad. It's been I'm News. Oh my god. YouTube. Not Yahoo. No Yahoo. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I guess I could, like, split screen it. Gotta search for my own channel here. Okay. Oh, it's not muted! Oh, come on, 2015 MacBook. You can do this. Oh. Oh, I feel so bad. Can I, like, picture and pop out chat? Wait. Hold on. Pop this out. Oh, that's just like all full screen here. Oh, man. This is awful looking. But it's what I'm gonna have to do here. The helicopter looking for a 94 Sham. I've been your usual. Hans. Bro hates you. Oh, come on now. Okay, now I got... Well, thank you, OBS, for bricking my YouTube chat. Now I need to use a completely different computer for this. Well, hello, Mr. Noobs and Mr. Flip. I apologize for not acknowledging you. I apologize. Okay. Let me just make sure this is on the TikTok chat's now not at the bottom. When I send that big gift, well, okay, I have my I have a 2020 M1 MacBook Pro. That's what I use as like my daily driver. That's what I used at the end of high school, all throughout university, and through my first year of teachers college. Like, it works fine, okay? Like, it works okay. I just don't want to have Safari, because I used to do this. I don't want to have Safari open at the same time and then have that take away some processing power. Like, yes, ooh, that fell off the table. It has the 16 gig RAM. We'll check Discord soon. I'm afraid. Why? The graphics aren't actually as bad as I would have assumed. I mean, to be fair, again, we're playing it on a 1080p capture card. The game renders at 540p. But, you know, it looks a lot better on the handheld. Okay, next in our collection is the pre-sequel on the PS3 with the shock drop map included. The DLC code was expired when I bought this brand new. This is the slipcover version for the pre-sequel, but again, it's just the exact same box art minus the shock drop thing. But I like this one too. This one kind of like, it's nice, it fits. 19 megabytes for a hard drive save. Quite a stark difference from Mr. Alex. Or Mrs. Alex. Appreciate the follow, the likes on TikTok as well. Gotta put my pile, I gotta split my pile up here. And I gotta change my run. There we go. Best part of that game was the Claptastic Voyage. I still have yet to play it. I'm going through... I played first as Wilhelm, I got through normal mode, and then I'm like, he's kind of feeling weak into TVHM, so then, like, I wanted to try a new character anyway, so then I picked Athena. And I really like Athena, so I'm now currently, like, halfway through TVHM with her, so I'm gearing up... Milan's been sent a pipe bomb over Discord. I'm gearing up for that DLC. Like, I got the Borderlands triple pack, so I have all the DLCs on the disc, so I can do that. Played it for the first time the other day. It's amazing. I loaded in the first little bit just to make sure the DLC actually installed correctly. But, like, I haven't, you know, dove into the story or anything. Like, I just was in the opening area. But I'm excited for it whenever I eventually get to it. My nose is itchy. I'm like actually afraid to open Discord. I had Discord open before the stream started, and there was nothing in there. Or is it just gonna be some hateful message about me? About me just neglecting my YouTube chat, my original following. It's over for you guys. You've served your purpose. I'm just keeping an eye on that MacBook battery though. I paused the stream on the MacBook, so technically it should be fine. And like, I can see the viewer count for YouTube on my OBS thing, but like the chat window's just empty. It's like as if nothing had ever started. Alright, let's open the Discord against my better judgment. Mr. Flip personally messaged me. Hi there, need here, adding chat to OBS as a separate thing real quick. Yeah, that's the... I have that, Mr. Flip. I have it, it's just it's not loading. It's as if nothing's on there. I think it's because I like just updated OBS before I started, so that's my fault for updating a thing before I wanted to actually use it. It's had the update for a little while, so I I've been putting it off, and I'm like, ah, well, I don't think it had anything worthy for Mac anyway. But I don't know. Alright, next in our collection while we let the game load again. 1,670 runs. We have Borderlands 3 on the PS4. I got this when the game launched in 2019. It's hard to believe that was 7 years ago. This was the Super Deluxe Edition. I think this was the most... Like, this was the highest end version at the time. I know they have, like, the Ultimate Edition now. But I don't think that existed at the time. But it doesn't have any kind of like PS5 upgrade branding on it or anything. It includes game plus collectible steelbook case plus season pass and deluxe bonus content. Little sticker down here, and it has, yes, the steelbook underneath it. The steelbook is really cool for this game. And there's nothing on the back like advertisement wise. And it has the disc and the DLC codes for stuff. The DLC weapons weren't anything to write home about, honestly, but you know, they're little fun things that you can use, and the back looks really cool as well. 50 gigabyte or 55 gigabytes minimum, which I'm pretty sure they're just showing the size of the Blu-ray pretty much at that point, because the Borderlands 4 is 100 gigs, which is the size of an Ultra HD Blu-ray, or the capacity of one. And Borderlands 3 on the PS4 is a lot more than 55 gigs. Once you have all the DLCs installed, I think it's like 127 gigs. So, is Borderlands 3 good? It's okay. You know what? I wouldn't say play it for the story. Like, the DLCs are really good in Borderlands 3. But, like, the high background... How did you know he was over there? But the main story, you know, I could do without. I mean, there's some returning characters that have their moments, but, you know, but the game feels really good to play. Like, they really nailed the kind of, the feel of the gunplay and the mechanics and the traversal and stuff like that. And the graphics look like it's like a more evolved version of Borderlands 2, which I like. So, you know what, I don't mind it. I got one that had a good case for the Xbox One when it first came out. My dad pre-ordered it for me. This is the same for me. It was Christmas that year. My parents got me the that version for Borderlands 3. Borderlands 4 kind of ruined it, though. Yeah, the graphics... I don't know. Like, they did include global, like, ray tracing or whatever they called their system. The global... I don't know, they have a name for the tech that they used for it, and I don't know, it wasn't the most, or the biggest upgrade in my opinion. I mean, it looks nice, but I mean, there's something about Borderlands 3 that has that kind of charm. Open world, yeah, the open world is a little jarring if you're not used to it. I'm slow. No worries. There's probably some stream delay as well. Yeah, customization. Woohoo! Like, the customization sucks because I can't even use them. Once you get one, you have it. I don't know. Well, we got a customization. That's pretty cool. The RNG is alive, I suppose. But, I see all and I know all, Milan. Yeah, you know, I don't doubt that. The most recent OBS update actually fixed connectivity issues on Mac. Connectivity issues with what, though? I wasn't having any issues. Alright, next in the collection is the classic Borderlands 2 on the PS3. This is the greatest hits. It didn't get an all-red case, but whatever. It's not that bad. You know, it's got all the Borderlands 2 things on it. multiplayer, lobbies and matchmaking, messaging. I miss when, I mean, it's kind of unanimous now. Yo, how you doing? I'm doing great, Mr. J. How are you doing? The MG is on life support. I miss when games would tell you like what the online features included, like what it was used for. Like PlayStation Network, you got multiplayer, lobbies and matchmaking, messaging, friends, invite in game, voice chat, add-on content, trophies. I mean, that kind of stuff is just assumed at this point. So, but like I miss when they just included it, and we got the disc and the little instruction manual. Borderlands 2 didn't get a huge instruction manual. Borderlands 1, I think, was the only Borderlands game that got like a full physical instruction manual. Borderlands 2 is a little bit in it, but not a lot, and Borderlands 3 didn't get an instruction manual, and 4, forget about it. The Vita version, I mean, like all Vita games, it has its instruction manual digitally, like on the game itself. I think it was an encoding fix/server upload to said service. It's been nice not having as much of a delay or having an interruption connecting to what you're trying to stream to. Okay, well, hopefully I see some kind of passive improvements then. Bro, this game was my childhood. I'm happy I can bring some of that childhood back to you. I hope. Did you ever sham farm as a child? I'm sorry for you. Like, imagine you got this game as a kid, and you learned about the sham farm pretty early on, and you've been farming for the 94 sham ever since 2012. I would cry. I would think I would, like, I'm mentally insane. Because legendary drop rates, I'm pretty sure, were awful when Borderlands 2 came out, and then they got improved as time went on. Like, I think like most are a 10% chance now. I'm doing good, just killing some time. Well, I'm glad I can help you kill said time. If that's what you mean. Everything is just so complicated now, though, and expensive. Yeah, that Borderlands 4 super uber, mortgage-inducing deluxe edition, I think was like $140 Canadian after tax. And I pre-ordered it physically. I didn't get the mask. I kept the Borderlands 4 pre-order mask nearby, in case it helps with luck. That's where we're at now with the sham farm.
I found this on the web.
What are you doing, Siri? You're gonna get me killed? Please don't. Oh, it caught my Borderlands 4 shenanigans. I didn't get the mask with the physical edition, but like $143 is a lot of money. That's how you're gonna feel in the retirement home. With my PS Vita TV and still gonna be farming for that 94. On my pre-sequel run, I got a 94 sham from RK5. I was pissed, bro. What do you mean you were pissed? How is one upset with the obtainment of a 94 sham? I don't understand. It really isn't Rocketeer. Severe Rocketeer. Oh, we got a world drop. We got a Maggie. Pretty sure I already have one of you. But I mean, that's still pretty cool to see. Let's go, world drop legendary. That's not a sham! We haven't had a world drop sham yet. I feel like we've got every single other world drop legendary. We've got ourselves a sham, Miss Nurse. I know some people are like, yeah, have you ever been in like a dementia home, which I have for my grandma, like some of them just repeat the exact same thing all the time, and I'm gonna be that one guy in the home that's just screaming, "We got ourselves a sham!" all the way down the hallway. It wasn't from the bunker. Well, yeah, but the bunker isn't in Borderlands, the pre-sequel, so you can't get it from him. I'm still confused as to why they brought the sham into the pre-sequel. You know what this means. I don't know what this means. Exactly my point, man. Every sham farm is a child. Every sham farm is a child. If so, I'm sorry for you, Milan. Also, I got a 94 sham on my Sal OP8 on Xbox One. I think a little over 200 hours of farming. Bruh. Everybody's getting 94 sham. I sent him the meme in the Discord if anybody's ever watched Avengers Infinity War when Thanos goes to get the Soul Stone. I sent the gif of Red Skull where it's like, I'm guiding people to a treasure I cannot possess. Everybody's getting 94 shams now. Granted, probably was like 8 years ago. I don't care. Mr. Slushman, welcome back, my friend. That might have been a perfect Maggie. Was it a perfect Maggie? I didn't... Pause the stream, go back. Was it? I don't know if it was. I don't know my parts for my equipment very well. I don't know if it was a perfect one. I know, like, I looked at it briefly, like, you could see it on the ground, but I don't know if you could tell, because it was kinda in a mess of things. But if you can find the stats for a level 61 Maggie and what that would look like as a perfect one, you can compare it to the item card. I don't know. I'm sorry. I failed you. I didn't look at the cool thing. We're gonna be playing bingo and yeah, we've got ourselves a sham when you win. You know, the sad thing is that when even most people now don't understand what the dementia people are saying, literally nobody's gonna have any idea. Unless any of you end up in the same nursing home as I do. It's the only people who are ever gonna understand what I'm saying. Make him get another one. I had a 1.7 reload with... It had a 1.7 reload with matching scope and sight. Well, I mean, there we go. I'll just wait till you get the sham. Alright. We need to find the sham, alright? Axton Nuke build is so good. I've been enjoying it. I feel like that, like, is like a breaking the fourth wall kind of thing on the Vita. Because if you really do, like, an Axton Nuke build on here, it's actually nuking the Vita in the process. The thing is with the Vita, and I've said it before, because you're only at level 61, like, that's the max that you can achieve, is that you can't, like, go into 2 skill trees and get the final options. So it's either you pick the nuke or the double turret or the slag turret. You can only have one, which is a little unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. It forces you to play a little differently. Ooh, next in the collection, this is my personal favorite, other than the Vita version. We have Borderlands 2 sealed on the Mac, physically. There's a disc in there. Somebody bought this at Best Buy for $60 back in the game. You can see it's still got the seal right there. This is really cool. I don't want to open it, and even if I did open it, I don't think it would work the way that I wanted it to, like installing it off the disc. Because you still need Steam, and on the back it says Internet connection and acceptance of Steam subscriber agreement required for activation. So, you know. But it's got like the old, if anybody's ever seen old physical Mac games before, they had like the little bubbles for system requirements. I know it's kind of hard to see in the little window. I'll do the cutaway on the YouTube here. But like, it's got the little requirements there. Guess I could read them out to you too. Oh dude, that's sweet. How much was it? $4 on eBay. The guy had a whole bunch of them that I bought it from. I should have bought 2 so I could open one. But it was $4. You need Mac OS 10.8.2, an Intel Core 2 Duo processor, clocked at 2.2 gigahertz, 4 gigs of RAM, 13 gigs of hard drive space, and an ATI Radeon, not AMD yet, because they weren't called AMD, ATI Radeon HD 2600 or an NVIDIA GeForce 8800 that has 256 megabytes of VRAM. There you go. Yo, what's up, bro? Not much, Mr. Lucas. How are we on this fine evening? Or day, depending on where you're living at. Gonna wake up like a sleeper agent if I heard that down the hall in a nursing home. Mr. Donut Lord's gonna wake up and start tapping the nearest screen to like whatever. He's not gonna be able to associate the the fact that I'm just saying that randomly and that we got ourselves a sham dialogue isn't coming out of a screen. Mr. Lucas, appreciate the... Is that a shrimp? What is that? Oh, it's a hand with a heart. I might need to be on the next Specsavers commercial, but I appreciate that, my friend. That's gnarly. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have Borderlands 2 on the Mac through Steam, so, like, it's not like me opening that would give me any kind of access to a game I didn't already have before. But it's still cool to have nonetheless, and like I said at the beginning of the stream, I want to try and track down the Borderlands 1 Game of the Year Edition physical for Mac, because it exists, there's some evidence that it exists, but like I've never seen one for sale, and I've never, like, there's very, very little of it on the internet. It's not the Enhanced Edition, it's just the regular Game of the Year Edition, so. But like, I've seen pictures of the box art online, so... I don't know. Good just got off a 10-hour shift. Good lord. Well, take it easy, my friend. Relax. Make a sandwich or something. Have a glass of cold water. And all will be well. Like, I didn't even know where he was. I'm gonna be trying to type 94 on my heart rate monitor. I always joke with Ben, we're gonna still be playing Battlefront 2 in the nursing home together. On the PS4, still trying to get our 501 win streak. EA is gonna send us out a special build of the game that still gives us access to online co-op play. Well, that's unfortunate. Where's my cursor, man? 4. Next game in the collection. Borderlands Game of the Year Edition on the PS4. I bought this. There was some dude that was asking for help, I think, on Borderlands 2 on Reddit with Terramorphous. So I'm like, yeah, why not? And then he wanted to play Borderlands 1 together. And I'm like, I need to go get that game because I don't have it on the PS4. So played with him for a little bit with this. Got this from Microplay for, I think the receipt's still in here. Oh yeah, how much did I pay for this? They were running out of paper. $15? That seems like too much money, but whatever. I think it was like the only one they had. There's like really nothing in this, but I don't know if that's just because they didn't put anything in this version, or if like the game just came with the disc, but there you go. There's Borderlands 1 on the PS4. Game of the Year Edition Enhanced, probably. Still has a memory leak to this day that they never fixed. But, you know, it is what it is. That's okay. Has anyone ever got the 94 Sham on the Mac version? I know Mr. Flip said he got one 8 years ago. I know he plays the Mac version. Or no. Is it Mr. Flip or Mr. Actus that plays the Mac? I don't remember. One of you plays the Mac version. I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Actus because he plays it with the original Steam controller. It's cursed. I absolutely despise that original Steam controller. It looks like if you're having a dream and you're playing a video game in your dream, but like your brain can't like fully create an image of a video game controller, so you get the Steam controller and it's just one joystick offset to the left and then like a concave touchpad on the right, and there's like a D-pad like on the left, but it's also a touchpad, but it has like a little inlay of the arrows because your brain kind of remembered the arrows but couldn't really put it together. I'm pretty sure that the original Steam controller isn't even supported on Steam anymore. Like, you can't even connect it up properly. I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. I've played the Mac version, but I didn't go far into it. Okay, so then it must have been Mr. Actus. Also, 9 more hours until I platinum a game. How do you know exactly how much time it's going to take you to platinum a game? Unless it's on a timer. How do you max level after TVHM? You play UVHM. We're in UVHM currently. Oh, he's not there. Oh no! Come on, spawn in. Sacrifice yourself! I need the second wind! Dude, where is he? Come on. No! I tried to hit the turret. You can't get a second wind off of killing him. So here's the thing. Is he going to spawn with full health, or did I kill him? I don't hear the music. Ah, crap. Never mind. I swear vengeance on Bunker, even though I killed him first, but... yeah, UVHM is usually what you do, Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. You need a separate DLC for that, because you can't upgrade past level 50 unless you have the... Is it UV... Yeah, it's the UVHM Upgrade 1 pack that gives you Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. I gotta do this again, and I didn't get a drop out of it, but at least the sky looks cool. Yeah, that's right, suffer. You brought this on yourself. You get to get killed twice. I see the chats. Hold on a second. Mr. Aristotle, welcome. Welcome back. What happened? Lol, I went looking to see if you were really so hard to find and saw you asking on Reddit. If what was hard to find, the Sham? Or the Mac version? You saw my Reddit post. Is Reddit becoming part of... Okay, we're not doing this again! Are you trying to get a 94 Sham? I don't know if people exert this much anger and resentment if they're not farming a 94 Sham. Maybe with a Nemesis Invader, but, you know. I gotta go read back all those chats here, hold up. Look at this. What do you farm, or do... I know you're supposed to do tower, but I never understood it. So, when you get Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, it unlocks the story again for a third playthrough. And it's... you play through it like you did normal vote in TVHM, except the enemies are, like, way beefier. And, you need to use this gun that I have here. It fires the purple bullets. It's called Slag, and you pretty much need, unless you have like a very specific build, but you pretty much need to slag enemies, and then is it quadruple the damage that you would normally do? I think that's how it is. People were kind of on the fence about it when it came out. Mr. Actus, welcome my friend. I was just slandering your Steam controller. So, yeah, and then you play through the story again, and then you can play through the DLCs as well, and then you'll get up to max level just by playing the game, pretty much. East Pack, you trying to get... yeah, you haven't gotten a Sham in a minute, man. We had 2 Shams last stream. We had one right off the first run, and then one somewhere else in there. And we got a Pearl, and a Varuk, and a Shred of Fire, and customization. I'm so sorry. I appreciate the I appreciate that. Farm Rabid Skags if you can give, and they give hella XP. I know the Digistruct Peak, like right on the beginning there, that's one of the farms that people use a lot when you're just trying to level up from level 1, because they spawn in at level 30 minimum. What location? The Mac version. The Mac version, and yeah, I did LMAO. It was one of the top search results. Oh, wow. Okay, well, there you go. Nobody really answered that post, by the way, so I don't know where you'd find it physically. I guess I just have to keep my eyes out. Like, I'm just going to find it at a Value Village, and it's going to be ripped to shreds, but, you know, I'm still going to buy it for however much it is. Arid Nexus, legendary, you can fight Saturn too. Saturn is such a pain, no debuffs on him. Or you can get a Grog Nozzle and it'll heal you if you do damage while holding it. There's no Grog Nozzle in the Vita version. I see both chats, hold on. I've been trying to get my legendary class mod, but no luck yet. Try farming, do the midget farm if you can in UVHM. wildlife exploitation area. You need the side mission from Tanis with the experimental notes. Don't collect any of them, and then in the room with all the badass skags that are elemental, usually you can farm them. The midget, and then you get good things. Search a joke that I have more Steam controller than you do perfect shams. You have 51 Steam controllers? I feel sorry for you if that's the case. Oh my goodness. Look up Jolts Dude on YouTube and watch a level guide to find a build. Yes, that's good advice. He knows the game probably better than how to spell his own name at this point, I would think. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Auto aim. Aim assist. Where did you go there? My bad, I was trying to help him out. I wasn't talking about you. No, I figured. Don't worry. I just read them out loud. I could help you. I could take you there. Insert Harry Potter first movie scene. I didn't think I killed him there. Forgot how slow the Sandhawk can move. I'll try giving that a go. Won't hurt any more than what I'm doing now. I have a gauge build right now on console that I'm trying to just max out, but I beat the game on TVHM. But I don't think I've done UVHM. Play on PlayStation. No more customizations. Honestly, you know what? At this point, I should have just kept track of them, because I'm convinced we have more customizations than anything else, legendary-wise, like Bunker SMG, Shams, World Drops, Pearl. Well, I know definitely from the Pearls, we have like 4 Pearls, I think, from Bunker so far. Too many customizations. Mr. Noah, welcome, my friend. I never done OP leveling. I never understood the whole pearlescent system either. The pearlescent system is like legendaries, right? Like, it's just another tier of weapon, but they're supposed to be ridiculously rare. And they're not, like, legendaries kind of outshine them in terms of usability and damage. There's like a couple pearls that are okay, but you don't usually see people like maining pearls, unfortunately. But they're still cool to collect. Did you see the guy who's doing the mods to bring the characters to this pre-sequels, also bringing the levels into it? Why would you bring the levels into from the pre-sequel into Borderlands 2? Isn't it just the pre-sequel at that point? Do you play on Xbox? Love BL2 so much though. It's a really fun game. You know, sham farming is a wait a second. That YouTube chat came through on my other computer on OBS. Mr. Actus pre-sequel damn can't type today. Why did that one come through all of a sudden and all the previous ones haven't? Sand and never mind, my bad. What? Where? What? Is Borderlands on PS3? Oh, sorry, I missed that chat. I apologize. It is on It is on PS3. Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel all came out on the PS3. And then after that, they made Borderlands 3 on the PS4, which kind of had hurt to run. Autocorrect. I appreciate the follow on TikTok, my friend, Mr. or Mrs. Creature Lover. To each their own. I gotta do another collection show off here during this interlude of loading screens. Pretty sure the lag introduces recoil to this gun that doesn't actually exist. Because, like, I'm not moving the joystick at all, and then I feel like half the time I'll just see a spray of bullets aim at the ceiling. Been playing it since I was a kid. Just merge the games together? I guess so. I mean, yeah, you could just merge the, it's kind of like, didn't somebody do that for the old GTA games? Like, they combined GTA 3 and San Andreas, and, like, you could merge between the two games within them. This looks absolutely terrible. I love it so much. Had me in the first half. Oh! We're good. What is next in my collection? Oh, okay. I remember going out to find this one. He's facing the wrong way. The pileage is not. Oh, maybe. Okay, never mind. Looks like a GameCube game. I think GameCube games looked a little better than this. Technically, it's running at a higher resolution than a Game Boy game, but only slightly and not texturally. Because GameCube, I think, did GameCube have a 1080i mode? Like, did it have 1080i games? I know it was for certain 480p, and I would assume most games ran at 480p. This game is running at 540p. You know, we're living large here. Mr. Lucas, another Mr. Lucas. I wanted to PS Vita more than my family as a kid. Alright, Kevin McAllister, settle down. Next in the collection is Borderlands Game of the Year Edition for the 360. This was in my quest to collect the Borderlands games on the 360 when I had learned that the Xbox 360 store was shutting down. Yes, I know you can play the Handsome Collection, but, you know, it's, I want my games. And this one had the games physically, because it was also before, or the DLCs physically, because it was before I realized the triple pack was a thing. But you get your game disc here, and then you have your DLC disc right here. So you didn't need to worry about game codes expiring or being used or anything. You can use that disc as many times as you want. The add-on content requires 4.5 gigs of storage space. So, you know, you needed the hard drive if you wanted to. You didn't need a hard drive to run most 360 games, but if you wanted the, you know, DLC. You hear about modders working on porting the pre-sequel Vault Hunters to Borderlands 2. I have been seeing more and more about that. It feels like every day there's a new update on it, and people are... I've seen Claptrap running around, and I've also seen him just completely decimate himself in the menus. But, like, it's still kind of cool that you can do something like that. I would have taken performance for crappier quality. I'm assuming this is the lowest you can get with it. I mean, as far as I know, I would think that yes. Stock-wise, like, this is the lowest you can achieve a Borderlands 2 game. Like, there's no lighting in the files, like, they took out or disabled all the lighting features. And you know, other things, texture. Here, I'll show you guys something, because there's a lot of new people here again today, and I love showing this off. So, you know the Bone Shredder gun, right? The Bone Shredder. It's a very cool gun that you can acquire in Firestone in Borderlands 2. And Borderlands 1 for that matter, but it's here. It's in the Vita version. Kind of. I'll replace it with the Lyuta here. So, when I had first started playing Borderlands 2 in the Vita, I thought I had gotten, like, really lucky and got a bugged version of it. And then I found out that this is just how it dropped all the time. Yeah, where are we here? Where is it? Here it is. Here's the Bone Shredder in all of its glory. I'll rotate it for you here. I have no idea if it has matching grip or scope or anything. And it gets even better when you equip it, because here it is. The reticle was the only thing that was used on other guns. They forgot to add the texture to this gun in Borderlands 2. And it kind of helps because the game runs smoother without it, because it doesn't need to render the gun in. So, yes, the Outlaw had already been worked on and play-tested. Yes, Hammerlock's... No, that wasn't Hammerlock's sister. That was a different... Whoever's the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on. Who's still alive? Oh. Get out of the way, dude! You're hurting the frames! I think I killed him. So yes, here it is. Appreciate the follow, Mr. or Mrs. Is that even running at 30 FPS? It absolutely is not. It looks like 24 smooth. There's nothing smooth about this game. Believe it or not, the PS Vita version is the only console version of the game that runs at an unlocked frame rate. You can have some areas get all the way up to 60 frames, And then you can have the bunker fight, which gets down to countable frames. So you're able to fight Nisha as Anisha. Oh, I mean, you can spawn in as Claptrap and talk to Claptrap. Like, that's a level of Inception never thought before possible. Never. That's not a pearl. Never before thought possible. I don't know. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The detail on it was peak. Love the Borderlands 2. Haven't played 3, and isn't there a 4 now? There is a 4. Absolutely, there is a 4. Have you overclocked your Vita? No, I have not. No. I purposely didn't overclock it because I wanted to play through the game on stream as if it was 2014 to see if it was even possible. I never said it was smooth 24, it's just the setting. No, I know that. The smoothed frame rate, the smooth 24 to 60. I don't think the Vita had that either. Texas potholes are smoother than this. The Claptrap you play as isn't the real Claptrap, I thought. No, I'm pretty sure it is the real Claptrap, isn't it? In the pre-sequel? Like, the Handsome Jack, he's a doppelganger, so he's not the real Handsome Jack, but I'm pretty sure Claptrap's actually Claptrap. The Marine Trench has more visual clarity. I just hope, Mr. Jeff, welcome, my friend. How are we? I just hope that the Sham didn't fall through the floor. That was a problem in Borderlands 2. This is not the correct time to be bringing that fact up. That's what you bring up on day 1, not day 41. But yes, no, I'm aware that he can, like, spinorama, and yeet the shield off the edge sometimes, but as long as I didn't see it fly off the edge, then I didn't know he ever dropped one. It's a Claptrap clone, basically. Oh, I always thought it was the real Claptrap, but then again, I've only played as him once, so. Which Vita model are you using? We're using the PlayStation TV. So, because I want to capture this for YouTube and TikTok, the PlayStation TV makes that real easy because it has an HDMI port on it. And I put this back, yeah. And to get around the issue of HDCP or HD copyright protection, because on the Vita TV you can't disable it without modding it, like you can on a PS3 or PS4 or PS5. So to get around this issue, just buy a $10 HDMI splitter and voila, the world is yours. Which is what I'm doing. So yeah, the Vita TV has an Ethernet port as well, which is a lifesaver when you're given the Vita's networking chip and wireless capabilities. So the Ethernet plug really helps the stability. Doesn't really improve the speed too much, but when it's a stable 13 megabits per second versus a on-off 13, it feels faster. Nah, man, he's right. Was I right? Is it the real Claptrap? Who's right? It's the only reason we got so many customizations for him. My calculator gets more frames than that. I don't even think the Vita has a calculator app on it. The iPad didn't have a calculator app on it until like 2 years ago. Shockingly. Like the official Apple calculator app. I would like a Sham, please. Please and thank you. Ironically, my iPhone 13 couldn't run this even if I forced it to. You were? Okay. Well, I thought I was. I thought, I don't know. Anybody ever played Borderlands Mobile when that came out? I played it once on stream. I had my iPhone XR, which is being used as my face cam. I had to change the region of my backup Apple ID account to even be able to play it. And I hooked up a PS4 controller to it over Bluetooth, and my god, was that game a mess. It's in, if you go to the YouTube, you can find the YouTube in the TikTok bio. If you go to the live section and you scroll down on the live stuff, it's like the one Borderlands stream that has its own unique thumbnail. And it was an interesting game. It has very good potential. In that current state, it was like really messed up though. The controller, if you did play with a controller, you could use it had backbone support or like Bluetooth controller support, but you couldn't navigate through any menus with the controller. You had to touch the screen. So having it hooked up, I had to make sure I had the phone right beside me so I could actually tap through stuff. But the gameplay worked with the controller. There was no melee option, though. But, like, it feels like if Borderlands got a mobile release back in 2010, and, like, that's what it would come out as, and you, like, modded, like, or you jailbroke your iPod to try and run it with a controller, that's how it feels. Borderlands Mobile is just a buggy version of a buggy game. It has elements of all of the Borderlands, I think. Like, the hit markers sound is from Borderlands 4, the animations are from Borderlands 3, the ammunition pickup sound is from Borderlands 1. Like, it was a really weird mishmash of game. I don't know. And it had, like, some voice acting, too. Like, it wasn't... Like, people were thinking it was a mistake to... Like, it wasn't supposed to drop on the App Store when it did, because it was shadow dropped. Nobody announced anything. And then I think the developers came out and confirmed that, yeah, we meant to do this. It's a playtest. Be shield. There we go. So, I found it kind of fun. Well, I mean, you know what? It had its own kind of little charm, and it had laser guns in it, which, you know, they brought back from the pre-sequel. They weren't quite the same, but it had it. So, I don't know. But, you know, and it had, like, you could see the skeletal beginnings of multiplayer. Like, it had a little lobby system there. You couldn't use it. It had a circle of slaughter. Like, it had a whole bunch of stuff. And I think, you know, given proper development, it can turn into something pretty cool. Because outside of, you know, the PS Vita or the Switch or, like, a handheld PC, you can't, like, there's no unique Borderlands portably. I don't think this is Zero. This is not Zero. This is, Axton. He should do that Axton Bunions. What is Axton Bunions? Am I gonna get banned for Googling that? I don't know what that is. Oh, I burnt my hand at night. Well, the YouTube chat seems to be working on my OBS again. I don't know why it wasn't working for, like, the first hour. But it seems to be fine. $1,680 runs. It's almost like he's having his own fun. Am I lost? You're on the PS Vita right now? Indeed I am. Mr. Phil E. Cheesesteak. I love that username. I'm gonna steal that. Axton is top 3. I like Axton. He's a good character to play as on the Vita because his turret shoots things for you. So when you can't aim very well on a system like this, it helps. He's just being weird. He's telling you to stop playing Axton. Oh, I was completely lost in that goddamn 1,680 runs. Yeah. Next game in the collection is the Borderlands triple pack for the PS3. I kind of alluded to this earlier. If you don't know what this is, it's kind of like the Handsome collection, including Borderlands 1 for the last gen consoles. It came out on the 360 as well, and basically what it was, it came with 2 Blu-rays, or I think it came with 6 DVDs on the 360, but on the PS3 it came with 2 Blu-rays. One of them had all 3 games, so Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel, and then the other one, which is kind of the more important disc in my case, the other one has every single DLC on it for every single game, the 3 games. This is important to have, because the pre-sequel did not receive any other physical method of acquiring those DLCs, so that's pretty cool. And again, like the Game of the Year edition for the 360, you can just use this disc at will. It doesn't expire after one use or after a certain period of time. You can give it to a friend who doesn't have the DLCs and load them up, you know. We're closer to the 236 sham mark. What do you mean 236 sham mark? What is you talking about? What's your highest bullet absorption percentage of the sham you've got right now? 90%. That's the highest we've ever found. I don't remember when we found that because it was so long ago. But, we found that one time. And one time only. I have not had another 90% drop. But we've got 51 shams total. Deadass, that's how I found out about Borderlands, man. Brings a tear to my eye. It really, like, in today's day and age, having the physical DLC, I kind of like. Especially for Borderlands games, which I also like. I don't know. Just in the event, if your account ever gets hacked, or you lose it, or something, it's like, hey, I still have A, all three of these games physically that I can just boot up again, and B, I have all the DLCs that I don't have to buy again. Are you farming 94%? That's what we're trying to do. As much as it doesn't seem so, that's what we're trying to do. That's not a sham. Don't worry, I still have faith. We still have a lot of time to go tonight. Have you played Borderlands 4? Indeed, I have played it. I'm like, I think I have my aim on is a level 43 currently, I think. So I'm slowly getting through it. I got it when it released, but Teachers College happened, so I didn't have a lot of time to play it. I have Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition. That's also in the pile. Borderlands 2, I bought the Game of the Year Edition because I thought it came with all the DLCs, but then I learned it didn't. Like, I don't know why they omitted some things, probably in terms of, you know, when it released, but Game of the Year Edition for Borderlands 2 does not come with UVHM Upgrade 2, Digistruct Peak, or any of the Headhunters. So that's still, like, that's a lot of content that you're missing out, unfortunately. Will Boar crash the Vita? We've tried it a couple times. Mr. Actus joined our game here. He's who we're playing the second story playthrough with our Maya character. We're playing with him on the Vita, and he tried hitting the boar. I think he might have been slightly off with how he was aiming, but he still got a boar or two in there. And the Vita didn't hitch at all, but I'm thinking that's also because the Vita hitch is just normal. It's just how it exists. So, you know. But I think we're still awaiting the day when he hits the perfect boar, and I watch out of my peripheral vision as a little cloud of smoke plumes up from my Vita TV. I ruined my farm by dying and not exiting fast enough. What farm? Oh, for the 94? How did that ruin the farm? Like, did the 94 spawn in and you'd missed it? I don't know. You got nothing. Just give me the shield and you can stop dying over and again. Over and over again. You belong in the hand. Oh, wait a minute. Who is this? Who is that? Have you tried farming for it with a second character? I'm not even done with my first character yet. What do you mean, a second character? There's no such thing as a second 94 sham. It's you get one and then you've completed life. The God Boar, it auto-saved. So you're saying, like, it dropped, you didn't pick it up, and it auto-saved? Like, you quit out too quickly? Is that what I'm getting at? I used to play Binding of Isaac on my Vita. There's a lot of Vita games I still have yet to try. I have a lot in my physical collection that I haven't played too much into yet. I want to find Gravity Rush, physically. Dude, where's the shams at, man? We went through 2 4-hour streams the one time and got no shams. I think we got a sham right at the end of the second one, which was upsetting for obvious reasons. And then last Sham stream, we got one right off the hop. Hola, Jessie. Get her out of here. No, she's one of the mods. I'm just realizing that I made her a TikTok mod. Might have been my mistake. It's not a full moon tonight. It's like a partial, almost full moon. I am all powerful. I can still remove those mod privileges. Just saying. Dude, the Sham is just deleted. What do you mean oh. My water's like extra cold because I'm leaving it by the open window. Peep the Apple Yeti. There you go. One of one. Unless you have access to a laser engraver, then it's no longer one of one, but whatever. I don't know. We had a good stretch there of like a few streams where we were just consistently getting drops. You know, we weren't getting a lot of drops every time, but we were consistently getting some, and then we just hit a like a dead zone where it was like no shams, because it was like I think I had 2 3-hour streams where we had no shams, and then just recently we had 2 4-hour streams with pretty much no shams. I'm like, I'm trying to do a thing here. It doesn't exist anymore. I have only seen 294 shams and in 15 years. Brother, I'm gonna be like 85 in 15 years. What are you talking about? What is this measurement? Like, we don't talk in years. That was 8 shams ago. That's how you talk. Calling a sham this run. I'm not, you know what, yeah, I'll take it. Did I get him? I think I got him. Like, I've played the Sham Farm, not even including, like, just playing the game on stream. I've played the Sham Farm so many times that the frame rate doesn't even bother me anymore. Like, I know where to move and how to move. I know when the game will hitch if I... Hey! I know when the game will hitch when I, you know, hit the save point, or when it will crash if I hit the save point. 2 shams and cobras ago. You saw how long it took K6 to get... I know it took him a while. I don't know, like, exactly how long it took him. What was his final count? We still haven't hit max money yet after I died? That's crazy. Like, he doesn't drop them up there. For the first, a lot of the original runs that when I started, I would go up there because I saw you would drop money up there. I thought, oh, maybe it gets stuck up there. And so I would, like, grenade jump up there every time, and it added so much time to the runs. And then once I finally saw one drop, I'm like, okay, no. It's very obvious when it drops. Jolts, dude, too. I'd be such a sham. It'd be such a sham not to get one. The puns are coming out now. 15 FPS. 15 FPS is a good day. I'll have to look, BRB. It was 3,000? Like 3,000 runs or hours? Because there's a massive difference. Maybe wrong. I don't know. That sounds right. Because I know... I watched his reaction when he finally got it, and he was, like, ecstatic. Runs. Okay. Thank you for slightly, like, not all the way crushing my hopes and dreams. You stepped on my hopes and dreams, but you didn't, like, stomp your foot down and then twist it around a couple times. But again, I'm calling it now. You're just calling a sham every run now? I don't know. Like, you know, we've gotten some streams where we get the sham, you know, midway through or something like that or whatever, but I don't know. And he farmed off and on for over a year, I think. We have too. It's just the Vita, like, again, you wouldn't believe how many more runs you can get into a farm like this when you have something that loads fast. Like, the Vita takes... We timed it once. When you're connected to shift, the Vita takes 43 seconds to load into this arena. When you're not connected to shift, it takes 38 seconds. So, you're waiting quite a bit, and if you're used to just modern games with little to no load screens, you're in for a rough night if you're playing this. Like, again, as someone who used to play games a lot back in ye olden times, that's not too surprising to me. Can you leave? I've killed you. It's not too surprising to me, because like, I played a lot of games with those kinds of load screens, but now, PS5 SSD and computer SSDs, it's like, no. 35 seconds is... I don't even know what you compare the other 35 seconds to. Oh! Oh. I see a chat and I'm really hoping it's wrong, bruh. Been running the beatdown and trying to kill Terra on my new OP run, but it's commando and it's brutal. Use Pride Rock. It took K6 6 years. He also used 02 though. Taylor, yeah, I was 6 years? I don't have that kind of time. 6 years, man. I'm gonna be teaching, and instead of lesson planning when I get home, I'm gonna be sham farming. And like, I'm gonna have a bet with my students the next morning as to whether or not I got the sham. I remember one of my teachers used to do something like that with Roll Up the Rim with Tim Hortons. We'd like roll up the rim and we'd have to guess what she got, and we'd keep like tallies on the board. I watched Jolts more than him. I just went to the 94 vid. Oh, spoiling yourself. I just spent 2 days trying to farm the double penetration Herald with no success. The Deepa. The Deepa, I think, is easier to get than a 94 Sham, but there's probably also somebody out there who has got a 94 Sham and has never had a Deepa, so I could be wrong. I'll see you in the retirement home meal. It's starting to seem that way, isn't it? Let me see how long it took Jolts real quick. Canada Core, get out of here. Height, usually, yeah. Because, like, what are the chances of a Deepa? Because I know a Herald is 10%. But I don't know, like, a Deepa. We have a Deepa here. We got one. I gotta sneeze. Bless me. Boo. Chicken Little joined the TikTok. Alright, you love to see it. Oh. Feels like the length to get the sham is getting longer and longer. Well, I mean, we went into a sham or a farm that had no set amount of time. So like, you going for the perfect sham? Indeed, we are. We're trying desperately at this point. We're now at the point of desperation. And the sad thing is, apparently, we're like a sixth of a way into the journey because it took K6 6 years. Like, dude, how many runs is that? 6 years. There's no way he did 3,000 runs in 6 years, because that's, like, outrageously inefficient. It's hard. I thought 2 days was enough. 2 days, dude. This is stream 41, I'm pretty... Uh-oh. I don't need you there. Come back. This is stream 41. 2 days. Rookie numbers. Any more kills like that, though. Deepa's like 10,000 times faster because Savage Lee has a chance to spawn 2. Does he? Oh, probably from his dedicated and then his world drop. But I mean, technically Bunker has a chance to drop 2 shams as well. Because his, like, gun nozzle thing that spawns in right about here, that drops world drop legendaries. Well, even his, like, regular pile stuff out here has a chance of dropping Man the Lyuta lags the game. His regular pile has a chance of dropping world drops. Because the Sham is technically also a world drop. Took me 1 month and a half. A month and a half. I can't remember how long it took me to get my first Deepa on my PS3 character. Only took Jolt's 104 hours. Okay, only, that's a strong word, but, you know, there's only 2 parts to it. Well, okay, you know what, that's fair. The Sham has, like, an unbelievable amount of combinations. Oh, but we can't see any of them, because he's not dropping one. Come on, bro. I really don't want to have to restart the game, because I don't know if that'll change anything, but I feel like when we're this far in and I restart the game, we don't actually get lucky doing that, so I'm going to refrain from doing that. We had a world drop legendary, 2 customizations. No bunker SMGs today, though. But we still got lots of time. Only an hour and a half in. PS Vita, bro. You know it. No, but there's the Torg vendors, too. That's how I got mine. That's true. No, you can spawn behind the fast travel and fight bullies if you look for... Oh, yeah, that's right. What am I talking about? I had a double penetrating herald, but I out-leveled it, sadly. Damn. You grew up past the Sham. Is this a full port on the Vita? I mean, yes and no. It didn't get a few of the DLCs, but the whole main game is here. Next in the collection, we're still doing the collection, is the Handsome Collection for the PS4. Shockingly enough. It has the Ultra HD Texture Pack advertisement on here. Needs 15 gigs of extra storage. Don't get the Ultra HD Texture Pack for free on the Handsome Collection. The game, Borderlands 2, was built as a 32-bit game at its core, and adding 4K textures to a 32-bit game does not bode well for multiplayer stability and just the game stability. So, but this is the other one. This is, apparently only need 30 gigs to play pre-sequel in Borderlands 2 on PS4 without any of the DLCs. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure the Handsome Collection is also around the 100 gig range on the PS4. Okay, next Legendary I'm sending, as I gotta work tomorrow. I'm just glad to see someone keeping the game alive. I mean, we're trying to get a Legendary, my friend. We got that one earlier. I don't know if you want to count that right at the end if we don't get anything, but we got that one, the Maggie. The perfect Maggie, apparently. Appreciate the follow, Mr. Jeremiah. Or Mrs. Jeremiah. Yeah, OP levels are insane on Commando. I've done a couple of the OP levels on the PS3. Appreciate the follow again, Mr. and Mrs. Lord. Appreciate you guys so much. I never in my wildest dreams thought I would be doing something like this, live streaming on TikTok and YouTube, mainly because TikTok didn't exist at the time. I just did one live stream for my iPod 5 way back in the day by accident on a like weirdo screen recording app that I didn't even know could live stream. So it was a Minecraft live stream. I don't think it's on the channel anymore. I think I deleted it at some point, or it auto deleted, and I don't have access to it anymore. Like, it's just gone. So I really wish I could watch it back now, because I have a lot of the old a lot of my old Minecraft and stop motion videos still on the YouTube channel from like 12 years ago. I'm just not getting loot even though I've been farming. Not getting loot on level, I mean. That was the other thing, is yeah, when you're farming for a herald, there's a good chance... Is it like it can drop 2 levels under, like as the maximum? Weave. Because like on the Vita, at least, when we're getting bunker SMGs and Mr. Toaster Strudel, welcome, my friend. This is awesome. I agree with you. Mr. McDingus on the TikTok, welcome. It's bunker time. Indeed it is bunker time. Your favorite regularly scheduled programming is back. Watching me lose years on my life in real time. Anything here? No. We're still going. We're trying. Yeah, at OP level on Commando, I need odd level loot or I'm just too weak. That was the one thing with... Well, I mean, it's kind of the same way in Borderlands 3 with the Mayhem levels. Granted, you don't have to earn your way through the Mayhem levels. You can just set it to whatever you want. But you still, like, you know, if you're setting it on Mayhem 11 or Mayhem 10... You need Mayhem 10 gear, otherwise you're gonna get destroyed. But if you know the diamond chest method, where you can, I think there was like there was some code given out. I think it still works, where it gave you like 10 diamond keys and 100 golden keys. If you type in the shift code, go into your Borderlands 3, turn your system offline, redeem the coin or the keys. And I don't know if you need the dashboard out or if you can just like save quit. Every time you load into the game while it's offline, you can just keep redeeming that shift code. So you like, I think I have like 400 and something diamond keys in Borderlands 3, which is really good considering it's like really rare to get diamond keys nowadays. But like that way, you know, when you go into the diamond room, you can get on level gear instantly there. So that's the way to do that. At least we can lose our lives together. Well, you know what? That is very true. There is something sweet to be said in community. We're all in the same sinking boat. Except you guys are on like a boat in the distance and are just watching me sink. Yeah, definitely I'm excited to finish 3. I also been playing lots of Wonderlands. It's insane. I have Wonderlands. I haven't opened it yet. Like, it's still sealed on the PS4. I want to play it at some point though. I just need to find the time. I see the chats, hang on. 94 Sham, but it'll be level 60. I don't care if it's on level 60. If we get a 94 Sham, then I'll be happy. I don't care if it's under level. We haven't had a drop under level yet, though. I'm playing the pre-sequel. I've also been going through the pre-sequel, trying to get up to UVHM. Wonderlands is actually really fun. I've heard so many mixed things about Wonderlands. Like, the end game, I think people really didn't appreciate. But the, like, you're still alive? There we go. But the main game people had a lot of fun with. Does the multiplayer work, or is it kind of borked like 3? You're not missing out on Wonderlands. Well, there you go. There's... Pre-sequel is peak cinema. We got ourselves a Sham! Let's go! The nursing home people can rejoice! Let me enjoy my moment! What do we think it is? What do we think it is? Let's go, baby! Finally! Finally we got ourselves a Sham! Let me read these chats, hold on. I've never seen someone take so long to bore bunker. We're as accident, brother. 94. Mr. Fatal, welcome, my friend. How are we? I'm really enjoying it. The playable characters are great. The pre-sequel is, yeah, it has a lot of nice variety there. Endgame is awesome. Chaos Dungeon is insane. 94. Everybody's saying 94. It's gotta be 94. My YouTube chat window just disappeared on my other MacBook. Why? Nothing to see here. I don't think the stream crashed, did it? Okay, it's fine. My other thing is working. Highest percentage we got is a 76. Get out of here. Alright. Let me do the run around here. I know people know their weapon parts. But to 87, Mr. Nick, you're hurting my soul here. Just got through the main story. The DLC's kicking my butt. Ooh, I almost looked at it. I haven't played the pre-sequel DLC yet. Oh, we got some purples too. This was a really good drop. 90. Alright, let's see what it is. You win a thumbs up if you get the closest, or just get it on. 83? That's a Sham of all time. But it's above 80% at least. We can add it to the list of Shams. Maybe we get the double Sham drop. That's happened before. Anybody get close to 83? We're not talking about this or this. We're talking about this. 84. Mr. Toaster said 84. He's the closest so far. 90. Damn, I said 84. Mr. John's also tied for the closest. 84, 76. Gotta be 94. I think Mr. John and Mr. Toaster are the closest for that. Well done. Well done. He was making boar noises. That's just the bee shield, probably. Yeah. 90. Or I'm just under-leveled. Clapjack's Voyage is up there with Dragon Keep. Alright. There's your thumbs up. Actually, you get this... this little cameo from the Borderlands 4 pre-order mask. I was wearing it a little bit in the last Sham stream. So, you know. There we go. We got ourselves a Sham. Alright, let's load into the next run, shall we? See if we get a double. Run 1687. How are you streaming the Vita? We're using a PlayStation TV, so it's a Vita without the screen and it plugged into your TV back in the day. And, oh my goodness, Mr. Nick, I appreciate you dearly, my friend. You know what, you stuck to your word, and you know what, I'm very appreciative of you for that. I'm happy, you know, you could all, not that we found the 94 Sham yet, but I'm happy that you can all be here for this, and I'm happy that you guys are finding enjoyment from this, and you know, we're all along for the ride. You're all part of history here, and you know, it's just so fun to have. We're not the first. When we started this stream, we were on pace to be the first to get the 94 Sham on the Vita, the first people ever, and then it was like last month. A viewer had commented on one of my previous streams, and he said, I'm also, Mr. Nick, I appreciate you. Good lord. Oh my god.
Did you get it?
No.
Oh, fuck, I think.
No. We got here. No. But, we were on pace to be the first ever to get it, and then he commented, "Oh, I'm also looking for a Sham." Background character is here for Mr. Don't Lord. He's also looking for Sham, and then 2 days after he commented that, he got it, and then he posted it on Reddit, and we found out live on stream, and I was gutted. And then he joined the live stream. So like, Mr. Donalord says hi to you. Yeah, that's what it equates to.
Really?
Yeah. But, Filled Lungs never realized how important Claptrap was or how insane his revenge streak is. I heard people have a hard time playing as him because he has, like, multiple action skills. But he's, like, that's part of how you get the Platinum Trophy, too. Thanks for the follow, Mr. No Name. Appreciate it. Thank you for that, Mr. Donut Lord. But Mr. Nick, oh my goodness, like, you really didn't have to do that. That's insane to me, my friend. I appreciate that. Wholeheartedly. I appreciate you. Bro must have lost his name tag like SpongeBob. Borderlands 2 is a top 3 game. It really is. There's so much replayability. You can play it on a Vita, you know, because, like, Vita, in case you ever wanted to do that. But, like, bro, 10 out of 10 streams so far. Appreciate you, Mr. McDingus. I had the original Borderlands 2 max level 50. The one thing I want to do, and I've said it before, but I wouldn't really be able to stream it, is that one day I want to stream version 1 on the Vita, like version 1 of Borderlands 2, whatever it would have been in 2014, because there's a patch note in here that says it enabled the extra 77 megabytes of RAM. So the game was already not using all of the Vita's capabilities. I haven't seen these loading screen tips since I built a PC. the long lost tapes, the long lost archives. The long lost episode of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy in the Borderlands 2 loading screen. Yes, Meg will give you enough legendaries to grind and get deep into the loot pool. I've been saving up my coins for a reason. Well, Mr. Nick, I appreciate you again. I can't say it enough. I appreciate you. Yes, the loading screens to reflect on life and view the next Borderlands in the collection. That being Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, the sealed version that I was talking about here. This is the only other sealed copy of Borderlands I have in my collection beside the Mac version physically. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it's like Borderlands 3, but it's like the pre-sequel of Borderlands 3. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. But I bought it off Amazon forever ago, and I literally never opened it. I should open it at some point. The disc did not pop out, thankfully. It's still there. Put that back down. We also have our Borderlands 2 on the Vita here. I've shown it off. It's probably had just as much screen time as my face has had. OMG, you're really gonna love it. Wonderland's loot is insane. One day I will. Maybe I'll stream it for the first time, like a blind reaction. It'll be my first blind reaction to a Borderlands game on stream, because I've played all the other ones. Is there a 94 Sham in Wonderlands? We can still be on pace to be the first people to ever get the 94 Sham on Borderlands 2 VR on the PS4. Because I have been playing that slowly on the channel as well. It's a big pain to get that one to stream on the PS4 in the way that I kind of want to do it. Like, I don't want to use the PS4's built-in streaming thing. While it works flawlessly with audio, the screen quality is awful. So, you know, I have a chat reader for that one so I can hear it in my headphones, and man, that could have been a mistake, because Mr. Fatal is also a viewer of the channel, and if you've ever wanted to regret getting a chat reader, he's your man. Oh, I looked away. Oh, that's embarrassing. It's okay, I haven't fallen off the edge while reading chat in a long time, so we're doing good. I don't know how rare it is, but I have the Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep promotional game that was released for Wonderland. Promotional game? Oh, are you talking about the, like the standalone release of the DLC that they did? We were talking about that last stream, actually. We were like, why did it release? Because it's quite literally just the DLC from Borderlands 2, but as its own game. Like, it's not connected to the other games at all. Wonderlands is pretty fun. Mr. McDingus had a good time with it. If Mr. McDingus is talking about himself in the third person, it must be good. It's like if someone cool on acid reworked Borderlands 3 loot pool while reading D&D books. I mean, if you need any more convincing than that. Or I don't think I need any more. You looked pearl-like for a second there. Mulan mastered the art of multitasking with reading chat. I have. We're evolving slowly but surely through these Sham Farm streams. Out of the way! I didn't even... I was aiming up here and I killed him. Beautiful. The 360 no-looker on Terramorphous, and it's not even... It's just the game design. Misses. Wait, hold on, wait, whoa. My bad. Oh, Mrs. McDingus. I apologize, Mrs. McDingus, if you're currently watching. It's not my fault. Attack on Dragon Keep was good enough to stand solo, honestly. Am I missing... It is the DLC I'm talking about, right? Like, I'm not crazy here. Like, it's the Tiny Tina DLC, but as a standalone game. Like, I've seen it in the PlayStation Store, but I'm pretty sure it only released on, like, next-gen consoles at the time. Like, it only released on PS4 and Xbox, and possibly PC. Next game in the Borderlands collection, we're still going, is Borderlands 2 Game of the Year on the 360. Nothing too special about this one. It has Jeu Dolby Digital for French. I probably butchered that. Téléchargement de contenu de jeu. Co-op 2 et 4 jouer, 2 to 4 people. You know, I can read some French, but not all of it. It's pretty much Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition. And again, since it was physical, you had your... Oh, this case is in rough shape. You get your game disc, and you also have your DLC disc, so you can use it as many times as you want. Bam. I'm taking a photo of the stream here. Beautiful. DLC, yes, it's just the DLC. And the bro can't read, and this dude's a... I'm going to my second year at Teachers College, alright? Okay, Mr. Donut Lord, relax. Best French BL2 streamer. I'm sorry, French people. I didn't mean to butcher your language like that. Reading a Borderlands 2 back of a game case, nonetheless. Yeah, it's just the DLC. That's where I played it for the first time 15 years ago on the 360. Good lord. Man. But I mean, you know what? How many? I think I have three or four more games in the collection there. I think they're pretty much variations of what we've looked at so far. And I mean, that's just the physical collection. That's not including Borderlands 1, 2, the pre-sequel 3 and 4 that I also have on PC. There may be a slight problem with owning games, but you know what? It's fine. It's okay. Was still in high school, brother. I think you're like out-unking me right now. Was still in high school 15 years ago, brother. Don't get me wrong, I was alive 15 years ago. You know, I'm not 15 and in teacher's college, but like... And you're telling me you've never found a 94 Sham? You're hurting me. Lol. Milan's gonna get cancelled by the French live while playing PL2 on the PS Vita. What a title. Yeah, we're gonna get swatted live by French swatters. What do you think happens? What do you think happens first? The GTA 6 leaker guy gets swatted, or we find the 94 Sham? It's a hard decision. Damn, I was still saying goo goo gaga, bro. Those exact words, goo goo gaga, bruh. 15 years ago. Health. Get your health and shields right here. Pearlescent? No. Oh, nothing? We're like almost at 1,700 runs, and that hurts. 2 Shams, no Cobra. 2 94 Shams and no Cobra? I would probably assume so. GTA gets cancelled, studio shut down. Like, this dude, from what I've seen online, like, I'm really, like, following this whole GTA 6 story, or game leak thing. Because, like, I mean, you know, you have to take everything with a grain of salt, because it's the internet. But, like, if it's true, this dude has programmed a dead man switch. So, like, he's manually having to cancel every day the command to release the game builds across the internet. So if you take him out of the equation, there's no one left to hit the cancel button, quote unquote, and then it gets released. Like, it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of like, you know, it's intriguing to me. GTA 6 gets leaked. Yeah, the GTA 6. I keep seeing the memes of the Netflix documentary is just gonna open up with this dude, like a live footage of this dude's house getting bombarded by Rockstar. Goo goo gaga big dog dabs up doctor. It could be a huge loss. It's been years. I know. Like, I mean, for the people who don't want to see any kind of spoilers for this game, I feel bad for you because most likely, if you like if you like GTA at all, you're probably getting GTA related videos and stuff on your feed. But you know, it's kind of hard to avoid what he's posting. Like he's posting a lot of things, and he's threatening to release the end of the game, and some people don't believe that the build he currently has his hands on has the end of the game in it. Because they're like, oh, he hasn't played as the girl character yet, and I don't know. There's, again, take it with a grain of salt. There's a lot that we don't know about, but it's still interesting to me. Like Bethesda reveals there's no Elder Scrolls 6. Gearbox reveals there was no 94 Sham on the Vita. We've done... Ooh. Like, think about how many gaming world events have happened since we started the Sham Farm. Borderlands 4, I don't think had released yet. There was still hope that a Switch 2 version of Borderlands 4 was out there somewhere. Are you serious? Don't you dare kill me off again. You better hop onto this platform right now. Shower me with the Sham as my eyes. The life drains from my eyes. Oh. Anybody see a Sham? That's not good. I don't even know what killed me. Like, his bombs, I'm pretty sure, had all gone off at that point. I wasn't getting hit with any kind of splash damage or anything. This dude is down here, I think. Yeah, you suck, bro. So I feel we should get rewarded with a Sham for our efforts. That seems fair to me. Yo, the moon is doing that, like, classic thing where it's behind the clouds, but it's illuminating the clouds, and it's... I don't know if that's classic or not, but I'm going with it. It's calling it now. The next 78. No. We have 577 Shams. I don't know like how many 77 Shams. Like, what's the record? There is no Sham. I've been cheated. The guns are struggling to remain in the material realm. They're turning into the bone shredder. They don't exist. Man, spent all that time trying to get max money, and they've stolen it from me. They stole it from me, Karma. That was today. Today. We're gonna get the 1700 runs this stream. Yeah, it was 83. What? Did you get one yet? Oh, I read the chats in the wrong order. Yes, we did get a Sham. It was an 83 Sham. Mr. Nick hit us with the big donation on that Sham. Like, a huge donation if you see the TikTok chat. That's Sham weather. Oh, the moon's gone. Where did the moon go? I see the clouds it's illuminating, but the moon's not there anymore. What do you mean? They took the moon and my Sham, man. Sup, bruh? Not much, my friend. Mr. or Mrs. Great Nirvana. I don't know why I had such a great hard time reading that. Gru stole the moon. I looked away to read chat and Gru stole the moon. That's elite ball knowledge right there. In terms of money, we have no money. In terms of Sham, we have no Sham. Freeze ray. I love that first Despicable Me. I love it, like, as the more I get older, the more I find new appreciation for it. Boom. If you see a pink astronaut in this shit, just look away. Exactly. We're gonna see Vector on the moon when it's finally returned. Why did he return the... Oh, no, yeah. I was going to say, why did he return the moon? Wasn't it because the shrink ray had, like, a half-life or something? But, like, because it was the moon, it was so huge that, like, it couldn't stay small for that long. I think that's how that works. PS Vita is fire. That is a correct take. I love Krieg so much. That's an interesting username as well, but I agree with you. Krieg is a cool character. Where's Bunker Man? You're hurting my run times. It takes me 43 seconds to load in here, man. The least you can do is spawn in on time. He gives us a quick kill, at least. First time I played Borderlands 2 was on the PS Vita. You know, I also... The other thing I appreciate, among all the other things I appreciate with these streams, is that I appreciate finding all these people out in the world that also experienced Borderlands 2 first on the Vita. Like, I was one of them. I was 12 or something when I did, but, like, I was one of them, and I'm happy to see that I wasn't alone. Like, I think a lot of people probably did, and were disappointed with it, because it was hyped up to be, you know, pretty cool to be able to play Borderlands 2. I mean, Borderlands 2 is still a pretty loved game in the community. It's still pretty huge, but back then it was, you know, in its prime, and people were like, oh, we can play it portably. That's pretty cool. My stomach is making the rumblies. I didn't really eat too much when I got home from work. I got a bag, or a little pouch of munchies in my lunchbox that I bought at work. So many memories. I mean, we're still... we're still making memories right now. The snail almost got me. Where's the Shams, brother? We got one, and it might have been the one. I don't know. My first Borderlands playthrough was with my cousin, and it was awesome. I also appreciate those kinds of stories. When you know... I feel like that and Minecraft are like those two games where it's like family members. You're probably sitting in front of a CRT playing split screen with that person. Great times. I had those experiences, but like on either the Wii or the DS or with Minecraft Pocket Edition. I'm a hop on Borderlands 2 and farm a Sham, hoping to boost your odds. Mr. Toaster, I swear to Christ, if you get a 94 Sham as well while I'm farming for one, everybody's just... I'm never streaming again. I swear, like, the more people that join the Discord, and, like, I keep seeing they're posting their photos of them getting 94s on other things, I'm like, what? Come on, man. Was it joining the channel Discord that finally... unlocked your true potential and gave you the ability to get a 94 Sham? I don't know. I didn't complain at all. Having Borderlands 2 as a kid was such a joy. Well, I mean, when I got it, I didn't know anything about Borderlands. Like, it was my first Borderlands game at all, and, like, I had no idea. I mean, I just wanted an open world game that had guns, and I bought it behind my parents' back on my Vita, because it was mine, and I had gift card money. So, you know. But, I don't know. It was still really fun to play, and you know, the older I got, the more I kind of like dove into the game. Like, okay, what is this? What what are some other games that like? What's the lore behind it? How do you actually play this game? And you know, I started to develop my love for it, and you know, I'm happy that we can stream the Vita version on YouTube to this day, because I'd imagine the footage that exists about this version is either from when the game released and is not in the most positive light, or it's people revisiting the game now and still not putting it in a positive light. So we have so much from this channel alone online about Borderlands 2 on the Vita. I started streaming it on my own, and then once we got to TVHM, Mr. Honest Liar, who was another viewer of the channel, he got his Vita out and joined us and played through all of TVHM and UVHM and the DLCs. And then we started the Sham farm, and then we're also now concurrently playing the story again as a different character, as Maya with Mr. Actus. We have voice chat going for that too, so like, you know, it's all It's all fun stuff. Appreciate the share, Mr. or Mrs. Nirvana. Pancake on a stick. You remind me of iCarly with Tebow putting tacos on a stick. Don't die just yet, Mulan. We need to watch your pain with this farm. If I die, it'll be playing this farm. The pain will take me. Oh, I missed. Get out of the sham zone. Played on the Vita and also usually don't care too much about this, but how do you deal with these frames? I don't know. You know what? I honestly don't have an answer for you anymore. On the Vita itself, like on the handheld, it doesn't feel as bad to control, and like, I don't know. As much as this is the exact same game on the exact same hardware, I honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I'm playing it blown up on a TV, or I'm playing it with a PS4 controller, which, if you're playing games with a PS4 controller, you're most likely expecting responsiveness and frame rate. But, you know, maybe it's that. I don't know. I honestly don't know when I kind of just got it. Milan will genuinely atomize us if you get a 94 toaster. It's the Mr. Donut Lord's fearing. He's concerned about the collective, the greater good. Waffles on a stick is better. Spaghetti tacos on a stick. Yes, there it is. I got it on Vita, but not long after the Handsome Collection came out, so I jumped over to that. I mean, that was probably quite the difference. Oh yeah, we still gotta go through our collection of Borderlands games here. We have Borderlands, the pre-sequel. I ordered this off Amazon, I want to say like 3 years ago, and it came sealed. Like, it had the Xbox seal on it here. I have a picture of it. And like, even the game, like the wrap on the game case is still smooth. It's not like scratched and scuffed up. But this one was sealed. I took pictures of the seal with it still on. And, you know, this one, you know, it's Borderlands pre-sequel. And on the 360, we got the instruction manual and the disc all shiny and new there. I just bored my game. Does that mean the game no longer is functioning? I assume that's what that means. 2 megabytes to save game. I miss those days. I thought my pile was about to fall over. Someone joined my lobby and dropped me a 94 Sham and a Cobra. Well, isn't that just good for you? I don't, like, if somebody did that on the Vita, not that anyone's on the Vita version currently and will do that. By the way, are we the only people streaming Borderlands 2 on the Vita currently in the world? I want to say probably yes, but if somebody dropped me a 94 Sham, I don't think I would count that. Like, we have to find it ourselves, I think, to make the farm genuine. Later, dude, have a good time and good luck with the farm. Appreciate you, Mr. and Mrs. Nirvana. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your insight and your comments. And yeah, have a great night, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Watch them leave and then we get the 94. You imagine tuning into the stream, you're like, oh yeah, great, good luck, watch me suffer, you leave, and then it happens. Maybe I should just leave the stream and then, you know, I'll get the 94 Sham. Appreciate the follow, my friend, and appreciate the likes as well. What number was that Sham? Like, what percentage? Of like, the one that we found today? It was an 83 that we found today. Highest we've ever found is a 90. Oh, I completely missed your other comments, Mr. Jeff. I wish they would have made more DLCs for Borderlands 3. Yeah. The ones that they did make, though, were pretty good. They were pretty decent. People liked them a lot, including myself. They, what is this? They, I think, heard the feedback from, you know, people, quote-unquote, enjoying the story mode, so they took that into account, and the Krieg DLC and the Handsome Jack DLC in Borderlands 3 are my favorite. Like, the soundtrack, when you first boot up that Handsome Jack DLC, is phenomenal. If you've ever played like Dead Space games or Mass Effect, it kind of maybe more Mass Effect, not Dead Space. It has that feel. The moon's back. The shrink ray gave up. But like, man, like the music. I'm a huge music guy. By the way, if you like Borderlands 2 music, I have the soundtrack CD, and in the channel Discord, I ripped the CD and then uploaded the whole soundtrack into there in a Google Drive link. So if you like that, please download it. It's there for you to enjoy. Download those songs. They're up to the highest quality I could get them. Like, I've never heard the Sanctuary or the Dust or the main menu music sound so crisp before. Do you have the graphics low? I am not doing this on purpose. This is the PS Vita version of the game. This is just how it came. No, I don't have anything modded. The system is not modded. This is just the core genuine experience that is the PS Vita. You're welcome. I couldn't get through Borderlands 3. I'd rather replay Borderlands 2. Any tips? Also, hi from earlier. Hello, Mr. Noah. Borderlands 3, I think you need to... I don't know if he's still here. You need to go into the game, I think, not... wow, I had no idea it was on the PS Vita. Oh, you're still here. Well, you and a lot of people didn't realize that this was on the Vita. But now you know. I think if you're going into Borderlands 3 in hopes of having, liking the story... You might be in it for the wrong reason, or you might be disappointed. Like, it's a stark difference going from Borderlands 2 story to 3, but the gameplay itself can get really addicting, and it's just really polished and fun. So I would say go into Borderlands 3 with the thought of, I'm going to really enjoy this gameplay, and I'm going to get to those DLCs at some point, and they're worth it. The Dude, Mr. The Dude. I love that username too. Lol, this game really was on the PS Vita. It was. The rumors are true. Now we need to find the Ark and the Covenant, and we're fine. We've completed life. 2014 this game came out on the Vita. Nah, the game is in HD. Your eyes are just on low frame rate for real. Is the first one on it? No. The second one was the only one that ever got an official port. You know, I say that like other games made it on here. This was the only way to play any kind of Borderlands game natively on the Vita. You can remote play the PS4 and play the Borderlands 1 Game of the Year, or the pre-sequel, or a better version of... Oh, look, is the Cobra a world drop, or is that only in, like, the Oasis DLC? Imagine we get a Cobra on here, like, before we get the Sham. Remember, honeycomb handle is the 94 Sham. We've had a honeycomb, our 90% I think is a honeycomb. But yes, I do. Mr. Jordan Sheets 505. I get through the first, like, 2-3 hours, and it's just really different. I think you also need to not force yourself to play in long periods. Like, play through it in little chunks, and then I think it'll be enjoyable. Also, throw on some Mr. Nightmare in the background while you're playing it. That also helps, you know, trying to get through things. I forgot how bad this game runs on the Vita. It's, you know, it's fine. It's good. It's a game you can play. It's not fully complete compared to the other versions, but it's, yeah. Hell yeah, good advice. I appreciate it. No problem, my friend. That's how I kind of... I mean, when I got Borderlands 3, it was like when the game came out. It was in the pile of the collection that I showed off earlier. So I didn't know, you know, like everybody else, didn't know what the game was like at the time, but I also really like the graphics on Borderlands 3. Like, I think it has a very unique and pronounced art style. It's like a natural evolution of Borderlands 2 in some ways. And I also, I like gushing at graphics, so that was also why I kept playing it. But it's only in the DLC. It has to drop from burners that wield a sniper. Technically, you can get a Cobra on the Vita, because the Oasis DLC is on here. Maybe that's what we should do next. Cobra farm on the Vita. What's the next game? Oh, yeah. The next game in our Borderlands pile is one that we saw on the 360 already. I just have it also on the PS3. Again, not knowing that the triple pack existed yet. Why do you only play OG games? What do you mean by that? Borderlands 2 is both an OG and a current game, I think. Enough people still play it and are modding new things into it and figuring out new glitches exist that I think it's still considered a current game. It's still talked about, not forgotten. The Cobra only drops in the Torg DLC. Oh yeah, what am I talking about? Not the Oasis. The Vita also got the Torg DLC. It got, like, the 2 story DLCs it got were the Oasis and Torg. It got the UVHM Upgrade 1, Krieg Engage, and some cosmetics. It did not get Hammerlock, Tina, Headhunters, unfortunately. So no Snowman. No UVHM Upgrade 2 or Digistruct Peak. And definitely no Fight for Sanctuary. If the PS3 didn't get it, the Vita sure as hell wasn't getting it. Weave. Uh-oh. Battery is low and the lasers are happening. Here's what the lasers look like on the Vita, in case you were curious. I must have hit one of its turrets when I shot him. From said burners. Fair enough. Keep doing what you love doing. That is great advice. Appreciate that. Can you, what's the word I'm looking for? Manifest a Sham in for me, please. Brick. I implore you to look out the window from wherever you're standing right now. Brick is on 999 ping right now. The fight was over, like, forever ago. There's also no health on the ring. Just lying to me. Trying to get me killed. What's the next game in our collection here? The next game is, again, we've seen it already, Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition, but on the PS3 instead. There's nothing really fancy about this one either. We got both versions of it, or both discs. The DLC disc as well. It's got a little picture of all the things it adds there. But, you know, I'll show off my final game in my physical collection of Borderlands stuff. Is Tales of the Borderlands, or Tales from the Borderlands for the PS3. This one was a little harder to find. Like, obviously I did not get it new. Also, it just takes up a lot of storage compared to the other games. Like, I mean, if you're not playing the DLCs with the Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, it definitely takes up a lot. Like, it's 20 gigs. It is a later PS3 game. So I think, like, a lot of the later PS3 games, and you can also tell it's later because the little icons on it are very reminiscent of early PS4 games. But, I don't know, it's got some cool looking disc art there. It's got the blue vault symbol on it. And it's got a little placebo effect instruction manual there. I really wanted to enjoy the Tales of series. I haven't, like, I've played a little bit of Tales of the Borderlands 1. I was liking it. Like, it's definitely a different pace of game if you've never played Telltale games. That's a game, I think, other than its 20 gig install size for some stupid reason, I think that's a game that could have really found its way on the Vita. Because I think the Vita has a couple Telltale games. It has the Wolf game, the Wolf Among Us game. It has the Walking Dead game. Did not get Minecraft Story Mode, but, you know, good luck trying to play that right now, unless you have the disc for it. Oh, thank you for your patience. The new Tales of the Borderlands, I have not really seen any footage or gameplay of, and I don't own it, and I've heard that it is awful compared to the other ones. Never run campaign, I assume, due to the limitations the Vita provides. No, the Vita has the full campaign. We did stream the whole campaign from level 1 to 61 on here. Like, it has normal TVHM, UVHM on it. We did it TVHM multiplayer as well. I will say, if you're somebody who wants to play this game to completion, like, can you play the whole thing in multiplayer? Yes, with one exception. Once you get to UVHM and you're playing multiplayer, and you get to Brick's initiation in Thousand Cuts, you can complete the initiation, but once it goes to like the little cutscene where he like jumps off of his chair, it crashes every time when he lands in multiplayer. We tried a couple times, and you know, we tried like loading straight into Thousand Cuts, and you know, it's a fresh like load of the game, so ooh, 3 customizations on the night. So it's like a fresh load of the map and everything. Nothing else is loaded in, and no matter what, it will crash. Like, you have to load the game in single player to complete that area, which kind of sucks. But what the hell is the Wolf Among Us game? I don't know. I've never played it, but it's a Telltale game, so you know. Without crashing, there are a lot of crashes within the campaign, I will admit. You need to play the game strategically in that way. Like, once you've played it a decent amount on the Vita, you'll learn the crash spots. You'll learn when you shouldn't go into your inventory or a vending machine, as it will crash the game. And then there's just some areas which, holy crap, Sawtooth Cauldron is the worst map on the Vita, I think. You cannot complete one run, like, you might be able to, but like, from loading into the map, going up the tower, completing whatever that story mission is, and then jumping all the way down and hitting the save point right at the beginning of the map, it will crash the game, and you won't trigger the save. It's the most annoying thing ever. There's like certain exceptions, like you need to hit a save point earlier than the beginning one, I think, for it not to crash, and then you can save quit. Calling bunker SMG right here. On this run here. Wolf Among Us is so peak, not gonna lie, it's fairy tale, telltale. Say that 10 times fast. Fairy tale, telltale, fairy tale, telltale. Ooh, alliteration. Yeah. I'm sure I want to build up my physical Vita collection. Whether or not I play the games is another question. But oh, Sham? No. But you know, just to have them, because the Vita store is going offline in 2027. For some people, I think in Mexico, the Vita and PS3 stores have already gone offline, which is really sad. I saw somebody post it on Reddit, and then somebody else confirmed it. But, you know, 2027 will, in July, it'll creep up on us, and, you know, that'll be the day. My voice is, it's starting to crack. I need a drink of water. I'm back. We're going for 2.5 hours. We'll keep going. We gotta hit run 1700 by the end of tonight. Absolutely. Another Sham would... Ooh! Another Sham would be greatly appreciated. There we go. Right as rain. For those who also didn't see it before, in case you're new, we have the Borderlands 4. The eyes kind of glow when there's like some light behind it, which is pretty cool. The Borderlands 4 pre-order mask. It's pretty neat. I was wearing it the last Sham Farm stream. Thoughts on Borderlands challenge runs? I think they're pretty cool. Like, it adds, again, another layer to a game that maybe you've like burned yourself out of. That's what Ben and I do when we stream Battlefront 2. For the new Battlefront 2, the 27. Whoa, that was an interesting color there. The 2017 Battlefront 2, because we played the game so much, and we were gutted when it didn't get any more updates, and so we're like, oh, we got to find something to do. So we made the challenge run of the 100-game win streak initially. Someone call me? Question mark. Are you saying someone called you, or you want someone to call you? So we came up with the idea of the 100-game win streak for co-op mode, and eventually we achieved that. And then you just keep adding on to it. But Borderlands challenge runs, there's a lot more variety in them compared to Battlefront. I don't know why I'm comparing it to Battlefront, but there's you can do allegiance runs, you can do permadeath runs, you can do certain rarity runs, and if you have access to mods, someone tried to beat the game where every single enemy spawned in as a boss type enemy, meaning you could get raid bosses at level 1, and good luck with that. Bro didn't notice he's talking to a sham. Was there a sham there? Or I don't know what you mean. I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. Slowly but surely, my voice. You're about to get it? Have you seen the future? Did you get a premonition or something? I still don't know how I'm gonna react when we finally get the 94. It's something that, I cannot imagine unless it actually happens. Oh, man. Late at night, worked all day, went out for breakfast with my buddy and his girlfriend. This is the complete... I'm on the wrong side of the map, man. Oh, my God. We gotta kill... Maybe we just have to kill Bunker with the starter pistol. Then we'll get it. Bore him with the starter pistol. Statistically, you should get it by accident. What do you mean, statistically by accident? I think that's a double negative. What? How can you put statistically and by accident in the same sentence? Oh, wait a second. I just jumped into that one. 2 negatives equal a positive? Okay, Mr. Mathematician. I don't know about that. In this case. That might be a strictly math-oriented thing. Brother, where are you, man? Bang. According to my calculations, you may or may not get it. Pretty much, that's kind of how it comes off. The people in my old high school data management class would have a field day with that statement. Statistically, where are the statistics? Bro's calculator was set on, I completely forget the operation when you had to set your calculator to a specific mode to do certain things in calculus or data management. His calculator was set on that mode. I forget what it's called. I really wish I could remember it for the joke right now. There's a 94% chance. Alright. We got a comedian in here now, I think. AliExpress is emailing me. Thank you for that. What run did that say? Was that 98 or 99? I think it said 98. I looked away. Hi, everyone. Mr. Last. Welcome, my friend. How are we? You missed it. We got a lot of love on the TikTok during this stream. A huge donation. A lot of new followers. A lot of likes. It's just great. Mr. McDingus finally found you on YouTube. I never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see that username in my YouTube chat. I mean, the YouTube is in the TikTok, like my TikTok bio, but I appreciate you. Statistical mode IDK. No, it's not like, no, it's not like explicitly, I'm not talking explicitly about statistics. Okay, I gotta search this up now. Mode to put, oops, calculator in for trigonometry. Is that what I'm talking about? Is degree in radian. Google was listening to me. That's kind of creepy. He was in radians. His calculator was in radians. It changes things. So if you look up as a bunker is dropping loot, he always drops his dedicated last if he does that. Yes, he does. The thing with the Vita version, because the frame rate and computational power are so not correct, it's very obvious, and if you've seen the drops like before, if you go to previous streams, it's so obvious on the Vita when he drops that last thing. God, you're gonna be here for a while. We know. We have been here for a while. Next run is run 1700. We're slowly closing in on 2000 runs. My voice is slowly but surely ceasing to exist, it would seem. We're having a good time. Well, that's the easy way, but I want the AI hive mind to do the work for me. That's fair. Only level 61, yep. The Vita only got the UVHM upgrade pack 1 in terms of level cap upgrades. So, yes, level 61 is the highest. Put your calculator on Sham mode. I really wish. Get the scientific calculator. I'm sure it comes with a Sham mode. Someone find a calculator that just has the abbreviation Sham on it and send it in the Discord. I'll cry. I'm gonna use the Ricky Bobby to put the Witch Doctor magic on you like Diablo 3. What? Thank you. Does that mean I'm gonna be cursed for the rest of my life? I'm already a type 1 diabetic, alright? Like, chill out on the cursing. Insulin's expensive. The odds of that dropping is so low, could be here for like months. It's been over a year we've been here, yes I know. It's not a perfect nemesis on Borderlands 1, so at least we're not fighting a 1 in 506 million% drop chance for that thing. A weapon so rare nobody's actually ever gotten one legitimately, I think. It's just a theoretical drop chance at this point, since no one's seen one for real, or have gotten one for real. Like, the only evidence of one online is when someone modded it into the game. Alright, let's see if run 1700 is special in any way, shape, or form. The gray hairs are coming in. I was getting gray hairs when I was 16. Like, they're under there. I just let the hair grow out a little bit so it buries them, but you can... I mean, my 720p, cam app, whatever I have here, is not going to pick it up. Appreciate the follow on TikTok, my friend. To get the Sham. Yes, I figured that's why you were saying all those things. Vita is somewhat good for tight loot landing while farming. That's all it's all its benefits I can think of. That is true. It very much groups the things together, and you know, there's not a whole lot of room for guns to flip around and jump around on you. So, I suppose, yes, finding the being optimistic, if you may call it that, I don't know. But yes, optimism. Let's see if run 1700. Let's see if that's the run. Or at the very least, let's see if we get a Sham here. Let's see. Maybe it's because I haven't defeated Master Yi the Invincible. It's the one last raid boss Mr. Honest Liar and I never really got around to defeating. It feels like Sham. You may want to see a doctor. Because I don't think it's Sham. I think it could be something else. You have a condition, son. Jolt's dude got one. He got one. K6, I think, has 2. He got 2 in his life. It took them a while. I think someone said it took Jolts either 104 or 160 hours. I don't know why those two numbers are in my brain right now, but someone said it earlier in the stream. And then someone said it took K6 6 years to get it, and I really wish I hadn't heard that. But, you know, it could be the next run. It's the gambling mindset. It could be the next one. This year's our year. Where is my bee shield? Boom, don't leave. Alright, you can leave. It's like Christmas. If you've ever played Borderlands 1, you know that voice line all too well if you've played Roland. And I have never played as Roland on stream, but every time we've played Borderlands 1, there's always been a Roland in the party. I need to see it. I want to see it too. Believe me, I want to see it too. You're not the only one. What's the highest one you've seen? We have a 90%. That's our highest. Of the 52 shams that have dropped, 90 is the highest. And we've only ever gotten one. Yep, call it the doctor. Something's up with you. What is that profile pic I seen? Oh my god, that the no user person, that is outrageous, and he's gone. Lovely. We've got a World Drop Legendary, 3 customizations, a Sham, and I think that's it so far. No bunker SMGs. I think we got a perfect Maggie, you know, we may or may not have, someone said. Said we did. I loved Roland's shield turret. Could he get a shield at some point on it, or was that kind of like built into it? We're not maxed out yet on our PS3 playthroughs for Roland, so I have no idea, but we're the best, I mean. And like 2081s. Well, I mean, we've got a whole range of them. We've had 577 shams. So 77 is the lowest you can get. I think it has like 2 potential part combinations to get the 77. And the fact that we've had 5 of them is just a middle finger. So, like, you know, we've kept a couple of them that we found. We kept a couple 77s. We've kept the 90 and an 80 or something, I think. It's built in, but I'm pretty sure it heals and shield. Oh, yeah, we know it heals, and I think you can spec it out so it has, like, a 70% chance of reviving somebody who's downed. Although we have yet to see it work, I'm pretty sure, in the playthrough, but, you know, it's still a nice addition, a nice thing to have when it does work, if it does work. Like the 94 Sham. It's a cool thing to have when or if you get it. But people out there have got it. That's why I'm doing this, is because people have acquired a 94 Sham, and there is one other person out there in the world who happens to also be a viewer of the channel who has found a 94 Sham on the Vita. Mind you, this was like a month ago, so we were well within our Vita Sham farm. But we started the Sham farm with the hope that we would be the first to do it. And those hopes were shattered. But, you know, to each their own. What is a sham? You might be in the wrong place. But a sham, if you've ever played Borderlands 2, is a type of absorption shield. A shield where when you get shot, that ammo is replenished, or has a chance of being replenished in your backpack as ammo. The Sham, in particular, is so sought after because it is the highest absorption chance of any absorption shield in the game. The lowest absorption percentage it can drop with is 77, and the highest it can drop with is 94. It's pain, Vinny. That is also an acceptable answer. I need to replay it because I don't remember it. It is pain because it's supposed to be right there. Right in the middle. You know, give or take on the left or right. But right there. We've had one today. It was an 83% chance. So not bad. Not great, but not bad. But it's no 94%. We got a nukem from here, too. We got a volcano from here, which I've heard is decently rare from farming the warrior. I'm losing my voice here. Especially for this man. Oh, yeah. Pretty much. If you've watched the streams for a while, you know, there's a herald on the screen. Maybe that's a good omen. I could not be bothered to get 94. I have like a 90 or a 91 on my 0. Well, we've committed ourselves to doing this. For some reason, I say we like other people had any influence on this. I've committed myself to doing this because 2 people wanted to see it at the end of our TVHM playthrough. And here we are. So I've got my 94 Sham on level, excuse me, after I moved my saves from Vita to PC. Excuse me? Gauge 72 OP8. Year after that, increase the cap DLC. Okay, wait, did you get the 94 on the Vita itself, or was it acquired on a different thing? You got this. Appreciate the positivity. Appreciate the optimism. I hope you get one. Also appreciate you, my friend. It is nearing bedtime. It is almost 2 in the morning, which is bedtime. So, what are we at right now? Let's try to get to 1,707 runs. So that's 5 more runs. Well, yes, 5 more runs, not including this one. And then we'll call it for today. Yeah, I lost all my good gear when I went to 80. I think a lot of people did. I feel like Deepa drops multiple times when I farm. What about you? Like, it's such a good gun, but not rare. Well, yeah. It has a lot of drop potential, I think, compared to when it first released, like when the game first released. They upped the drop chance to 10% from Savagely, and you can get 2 potential chances at it if he spawns behind the fast travel station and in his usual spot in the marrow fields. Or you can get one from a Torg vending machine. But yes, it is quote-unquote somewhat common, respective to the Sham, the 94 Sham to get. But, you know, it's like any drop. It's, you know, either you get it or you don't. And if RNG is on your side, you might be getting a whole bunch of a whole bunch of heralds. And if it's not, you can go quite a while without ever seeing one. I got it on PC, but I started my farming on the Vita. Ah, I see. See, you had me scared there for a second. Mulan batted Dr. Dumas if that's a 94 on the Vita. Mr. Donut Lord, you are one of my favorite people. One of the people of all time, even. Imagine, should we count the Sham if we get it from like a loader? Just world drops a 94 Sham on us. At this point, I'm considering it. I just spent 2 days farming Lee and didn't get one, sadly. You just crushed this man's dreams. Not even Savage Lee, but like farming other bosses. I've never had to go to Savage Lee for a deep... Really? Wow. I'm one of my favorite people, too. That's the correct response to that, I think. We got a Pearl last farm. Like, I kid you not, last stream a couple days ago, we had 9 drops. We had 2 Shams, 2 Bunker SMGs, 2 customizations, 2 World Drop Legendaries, one of which dropped the same run we got a Sham, and a Pearl. The Rocket Launcher Pearl. The Vita only ever got Gen 1 Pearls, so, you know, it's limited, but we have yet to get all of them. We will get all of them at some point. That's my next goal. That counts. That counts? Okay, yeah, I agree with you. I'm, like, really hoping that if we, at this point, maybe early on when we started the farm, I wouldn't have counted a 94 Sham from a loader if we got the world drop, but at this point, I think I'm counting it, because We've done a lot. We've done too much farming. A lot of farming. It's, you know what, if at the very least it's just more evidence, more video footage of the PS Vita version getting put online in positive light. You know, me cursing out the Sham farm is not to say that the Vita version is a bad port. It's misunderstood, possibly. Gives you a chance to read that corrosive elemental damage annihilates armor. You didn't know that unless you read the hint screen, and you didn't know there were hint screens if you've played on any other console in existence with any kind of computational speed that doesn't rival a potato. Vita is awesome. I almost got one. I hear you. The Vita can be a difficult console to get into. A, if you don't know how to mod it. B, if price is an issue, because unlike most consoles of its age, it didn't really depreciate in value. It kind of is still really expensive. You need to stand back, sir. It didn't really depreciate in value, because it's still, like, if you want a decently, one in decent shape, it's still kind of close to its MSRP. Around, like, 300-400 Canadian at least. But you can find them for cheaper, but they're kind of maybe beat up a little bit. My pain in farming was getting every version of the Norfleet. It's always corrosion. I have a shock Norfleet right here on the Vita. It looks a little funny. I'll put it on and fire it once for you, though. There's also Seraph weapons on the Vita, just in case you were curious. Here's the Pearl that we got last time. The conference call looks a little funny, too. Where's my Norfleet? There she is. Here's what it looks like on the Vita. Large and in charge. There you go. Makes the loud reload sounds. The bone shredder that I've shown off before earlier today, the texture, they forgot to add the texture to the Vita version. So the gun is invisible outside of the aiming reticle because it's shared. It looks exactly like the one on the Sandhawk here. Not like the, the square looking thing. What is this frame rate on the walking? You see that, right? This is like Spider-Man Miles Morales if you equip that one suit frame rate. I never noticed that before. Is it like that on all the other, like... No, that's... Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Hold your horses. The guns don't really move that much. Oh, you can't see that one. I never noticed that. You ever seen a Norfleet before? You're gonna see it now. Ow. I'm getting hurted. You see it too! Ow. Uh-oh. It killed the turret! Ah! Don't kill me. I only want a Sham of the 94 variety. I sold it before I could buy it. Or it sold before I could buy it. You know what? That makes a lot more sense. Can you drop a 94 Sham on the center platform, please? I didn't know you're playing on the Vita. Lol, how are you streaming it? With a PlayStation TV. The PlayStation TV came out in 2013, I think? 2013 or 2014. Probably 2014. It was around the era of micro consoles that never really picked up. Like the same with the Amazon, the Fire TV. I mean, that's kind of turned into a different thing now, but it kind of originally started as a little gaming box that you could plug into your TV. The Nvidia Shield was one of the more popular ones. The Nexus Player, which I don't know if anybody knows anything about or if it even still exists. Probably not. And the PS TV. And the PS TV, I want to say, outside of the Shield, was more gaming focused, or it had like more gaming stuff, like a more gaming backbone built behind it. So while it was kind of limited because the Vita was a touchscreen console. The Vita TV does not have a touchscreen. So not all games can be played, including Uncharted, which kind of sucks, because the Uncharted Vita game was really good. But your game needed to get an update to support the PSTV. This one did. Shockingly enough, they put the effort into making it compatible with this. Appreciate the follow, my friend. Got that spider sense frame rate. That's not what I meant, but yeah. Interesting, I never heard of that. Very cool. It is very cool. It also had a game cartridge slot on it, which all the other ones didn't, so we're playing the physical version. Because why not? I own it digitally, but why not? I can see why Borderlands 2 is a top-tier game. Then you can see quite well, I think. 2020, in fact. But yes, Borderlands 2 is... It's not an open-world game, but it's, you know, in that middle area of open world. Kind of like God of War 2018 open world, except it has loading screens on here. Understandably. But, you know... Having that on the go back in the day was really fun. It was... You know, handhelds weren't the most powerful things in the world. It wasn't just like a handheld PC thing. But, you know, it, for the time, getting a game like this on the go before the Switch was really cool. There's a train. I forgot what gun to pull out for a second. The possibility of porting a better version of BL2 from Android is still a thing, but that would be a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, there are some Android games. I think the Dead Space game got a port. COD Zombies got a port from Android, and, you know, if possible, because I don't know. I feel like Borderlands, like, to do that would pose two challenges. One, the just general challenge of trying to port an Android game to Vita. But two, it's one of the more lesser-known Android ports. Or, like, lesser cared-for ports, I want to say. But we hold out hope. And, I mean, at the end of the day, like, again, it's still Borderlands 2, right? Like, who's to say that the Android version would run any better than this, or would need, you know, less work to get it to work on here than this one did, right? Like, I'm assuming the Vita version, at its core, like, when they were developing it for the Vita, was the PS3 version at first, and then they kind of just dumbed it down. Like, I think that's how it went for the, like, other games too, like Minecraft, The Amazing Spider-Man. What other Vita games had PS3 ports? Helldivers. Like, Helldivers 1 is one of my favorite games to play on a Vita because of the novelty of it, because it's the only game in existence, I'm pretty sure, like 99.99% sure, I'm like 9 out of 10 dentists sure, that Helldivers 1 is the only game on the planet that you can play in a lobby of 4 players where one player has a PS Vita, has a PS3, has a PS4, and a PS5, all existing at one time with cross-console voice chat in-game. It's like the only game I'm pretty sure that does that, because I've tried it. And I'm pretty sure it's the only one that can. I just killed one of my pimpernels. What do you mean you killed one of your pimpernels? How do you kill a gun? I done a port from... I doubt... Was that supposed to say I doubt? A port from Android is going to happen without a bounty. Some real high cost bounty. Yeah, that's the other thing. You need a bounty. Alright, this is the last run of the night. Or maybe we'll do one more after this. I don't know. We're having good conversations. But yeah, the bounties usually need to happen, and those games can be quite expensive. But, you know, it's worth it. It's good work from some people, and, you know, they're doing a lot of work to get it to work. I don't see a port from Android without a bounty. Oh, that's the same thing. Never mind. Mr. Leo. Do you have a better hardware to farm for a sham, bro? Oh, I absolutely do have better hardware. But, again, when we started this farm a year ago, we started with the intention of being the first... I barely got that. Of being the first people to ever get the 94 sham on the Vita, because there was no evidence online of anyone ever finding one. Fast forward to last month, and a viewer commented on one of my previous streams that said, hey, I'm also on the Vita, and hey, I'm also looking for a 94 sham. 2 days after he commented that, I'm pretty sure, if the timing lines up, 2 days or 2 weeks after he commented that, no, it's 2 days. 2 days after he commented it, he found it and posted it to Reddit. And I didn't know that he did at the time, and last month I was streaming, and somebody on TikTok said, I'm pretty sure someone's found one. And I said, you're lying. And he said, no, on Reddit, somebody posted it. And so then we took a break, and then went searching on Reddit. Some of the viewers, some of the longtime viewers of the channel, went searching for it on Reddit, and found the post, and they put it in the Discord, and they found it. That dude was trying to swipe up my sham. They found it. And then we're like, no way. We didn't believe him, because there was no evidence of how many runs he had done. There was no video evidence of how he had done it. It was just a picture. And then Mr. Actus, again, one of the longtime viewers of the channel, commented on the post. And the guy responded on the post. And then the guy came into the live stream and said, yeah, I found it. He was farming for like 2 days or something. He said, or like 2 or 3 straight days, like all day. True, only thing like that was Smash Bros, but just controllers. Yes, that true. There, that too. Appreciate the follow on TikTok, my friend. Last of my kind. 01, that's a cool username. Stay coded, bro. Keep streaming. I appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate the positivity. Alright. Last run of the night. It is 2 in the morning. Bedtime calls to me. As well as maybe a little, little 2 a.m. snack. I didn't eat a lot when I got home from work at 10 o'clock. So, read your Bible joined. I don't have a Bible. Actually, that's not true. Went up to my cottage, or my grandma's old place, with my mom in July. And we cleaned the house out and found a few Bibles from they were German Bibles, but they were from the 1880s and 1890s, I think. So they're pretty old. One of the covers fell off, but pretty old. Hopefully this is it. If not, good work. You know what? If not, we do another one. We do another stream. And that's okay. Because we meet so many good, so many fun people. So many great people during these streams. And you know what? As much as we haven't found best shams percentage so far, 90%. As much as we haven't found the 94% sham, these streams have brought so many people to the channel. They've brought so many great conversations, so many great experiences to the channel. And for that, I'll be forever grateful. You know what? They're kind of like the modern day Rec Room streams. If you've ever played Rec Room, you'll know its sad demise not too long ago. But the Rec Room streams on the channel earlier on brought a lot of great people as well, and we did a lot of cool viewer streams with them as well, Ben and I. And it was sad to see it go. We did that on the PSVR, so we really had fun, but all things must come to a close, and hopefully the Vita stream, or the Sham Farm streams end in a sham, end in a 94 sham. Alright, let's see what we got. This community really awesome, especially new gens. Yeah, that's true, but that's okay. Hey, easy, Squire. There we are. I hopped on after so long. I tried to play my favorite game and every single server was empty. Well, you can start the movement. Bring back the fallen. Bring back what was once laughter, crying, enjoyment, and bring it back. I saw him turn around. No! 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 I didn't see anything fly off the cliff. Then again, I've never had him drop a sham when he's facing this way. I know what can happen. Okay, we gotta do one more, because I don't want to end on him, like, flying the thing off by accident and I didn't see it. We gotta do one more. Can't end like that. Wasn't even looking this way. Nah, this is a crappy drop thing. One more run, alright? One more run. I'm gonna be doing this forever, but one more run. Night Terror. Cool. It is a Night Terror. Alright. One more run. One more. Redo, yes. RIP 94 Sham. Actually, wait, what am I talking about? 1707 was supposed to be the final run. That's what I said. I don't know why I thought... I don't know why I thought 1705. I said originally 1707 was going to be... You know what? I don't know. It's that time of night. I don't know. Appreciate the likes on TikTok, my friend. I swear the bunker always bugs out. I mean, to be fair, you know what? Seeing that on the Vita is kind of just regular behavior at this point. But even then, nobody's going to play it unless they get different devs. What game are you talking about? Are you talking about Rec Room? Or a completely different game? It's always one more run. Indeed it is. Gotta do one more, big dog. Oh, I am. True. 94 Sham right here. This man's supposed to be a teacher and can't read or count. Okay. I want to be an English teacher, alright? Let's... Rec Room. Well, the servers don't exist on Rec Room anymore. They shut the game down in July. It's no more. Bunker always been a hard farm for me. You and me both. Never mind. RIP 94 Sham. It's gonna be this one. Well, alright. For real this time. For real. R.I.P. Rec. I know. Rec Room was such a good game. 31 more runs before the perfect Sham. The lucky number. What's the lucky number? 738? Is that the lucky number? Who said so? Yeah, I know that. Before the game was dead. Yeah, I guess. There was that one last day. It had that Club Penguin Halo 3, Halo 2 type treatment where right at the end, everybody joined together right within the last couple hours, flooded the servers, all had great conversations. You know, good times. But yes, I know, Rec Room was put down. It was kind of sudden, honestly. Like, they tried to explain it. They tried to justify it. And to be fair, I kind of get that. It's a free game. Free games are kind of hard to run unless you're a big company. Rick, please. Please do yourself a favor and exercise yourself off my screen. You've been working hard time for rest after this Sham run. Oh yeah, indeed I have. Long day. Long day. It'll be nice to just flop into bed after I decide what I want to have as a snack. I don't know what to have yet, but nothing too strenuous. Don't want the blood sugar to spike going to bed either. Boom! Don't fly around. Ooh. Don't kill me this time either. I think he's fine. I think we're good. I can always tell by the pile if he's facing the right way. Mr. Slash. It happened to me like 20 times and like 4 times back to back where it just goes down to the left or right side or throws all the items out of bounds. Yep. Man, that Fetty Wap song, 1738. Oh, that's the lucky number. Oh, my bad. Put in the hours. 94 Sham would be a nice snack. It would be just nice everything. It would be a nice investment on a house, you know. Analytical presence. I don't know if I like the sound of that. Oh, well, you know what? We had one Sham today. It's better than no Shams. We got a World Drop Legendary. You know what? It's kind of hard to to top last stream with 9 drops. But, like, you know what? Sometimes you get streams like that. Sometimes you don't. But, you know, we also... You know, I completely forgot to say, we have 31 people still on the YouTube as well. Good lord. I think we peaked at around 32. But, you know, there's just so much to keep track of. 1,707 runs. Lucky? No. Good runs, man. Good luck. You're gonna be the second for sure. I really hope so, because that would also just suck if we weren't. Handful of shredded cheese is always a good snack. You know what? We do have a couple bags of shredded cheese. We got like we found this at I think it was Costco. I think it's on sale. No, it wasn't Costco. They have the Kirkland cheese. I think it was just the grocery store, the Foodlander maybe. They're the Sobeys. I don't know. They had a sale going on, and they have like the Cracker Barrel cheese, like, you know, the regular bag, like the regular kind of looking bags of Cracker Barrel. But they had like big ones, like they're wide sideways, and I think they're like 2 bags or 3.5 bags of shredded cheese worth. We got to get through the other cheese, you know. I can't just open one of those as much as I want to, but like that'll be the day. That'll be a good day. All right, but we got 2 bags of those in the fridge. We got other bags. But in any case, everybody, I wholeheartedly appreciate you guys for coming out for this stream. This was a really great stream. So many new people, 13 new followers on TikTok, and I have no idea how many on YouTube, because I can't see that kind of stuff until I shut the stream down. But Mr. or Mrs. Splave, I appreciate you, my friend, as well. So many great people, so many great experiences, so many great conversations, and yes, appreciate you. You guys absolutely make these streams what they are, whether we're talking about the game or just talking about life in general. And yeah, cool runs, dude. Great content. Appreciate you too, my friend, Mr. or Mrs. Lord. Appreciate you, and everybody else who's currently in the TikTok. Mr. Donut Lord, you've been around for so long. Mr. Slushman, I don't know if Mr. Fatal's still here, Mr. Actus, everybody who's currently here, and everybody who was here before. And yes, if you want to see all the fun moments, if you're on the TikTok, the YouTube is in the TikTok bio. There's a link. I don't know if it's clickable. You might have to, like, really hate to say it, you might have to manually type it in, or just search Mila Nathan as one word. You know what? Actually, I'll send a chat in the TikTok. What the YouTube channel is. I'm pretty sure this is how you spell it. There's the TikTok. What I typed, but yes. If you want to rewatch this Sham stream or any of the previous Sham streams or any of the previous story playthroughs, because I have it all in a playlist, or I have them in separate playlists on YouTube in the live section, not the video section, in the live section of the YouTube channel. Feel free to look at that. There's Borderlands 1 playthroughs, Battlefront 2 playthroughs, Rec Room, all the old stuff. What else have we done? We've done some Star Wars stuff. The Force Unleashed I played through on the PS2. Force Unleashed 2 I did on the Wii. Currently still doing Uncharted 1. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there. I don't remember what all is on there, but if that's your thing, feel free. If you just like the live streams, just be patient. I will post more. Oh, Minecraft, that's the other thing. The Minecraft stuff on the is also really popular on the TikTok, and you know, we put the VODs on the YouTube as well. My fiance and I, we do the Minecraft stuff together. So, yeah. Tomorrow or Tuesday, I'll try to do a Battlefront 2 stream with Ben as we continue our win streak. Our highest win streak for Battlefront 2 co-op wins was 354. We lost it at 355. And then we were almost there this year at 308, and we lost because of teammates on Geonosis. If you know, you know. Don't ever go specialist on Geonosis. Please. Just don't. I implore you, just don't. But yes, we're trying to get back up there. So in any case, everybody, Take it easy. Have a great night or a great rest of your day, depending on where you're coming from. And I will see you within the next couple of days. So, see you next stream. Peace. Good night, Mr. Donut Lord, and good night, everybody. Lol, I'm on both streams now. There we go. Perfect. You can see vertical or horizontal, and you can see two of me, and you can hear two of me. All right, my friends. Take it easy. Have a great night.